girls here than anywhere in the world. And we play rock and roll. All we do now, we don't like add in. Some clubs will play a little bit of rock and roll. We play only rock and roll. I like the girls that come here.
All right, we're on Disco Acid Cult TV.
Happy Friday, motherfuckers.
Protomax is here. Dude, I feel like shit. I ate a lot of noodles. And sometimes, well, whenever I eat noodles, I always do eat too much. But it's usually kind of like for fun. And then I can sit around for like an hour till I feel better. But this time, I like literally just finished this bowl of noodles like 10 minutes ago.
Are we talking like top ramen or fancy noodles?
No, we're talking like ramen. It's not top ramen, but it's I don't know what brand it is. It's one of those brands. It's like the bag has a bunch of Japanese shit on it, so I don't actually know what brand it is.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know what that brand is either. Were they spicy?
Oh yeah, I always do the spicy if I'm doing any kind of noodles.
Yeah, dude, I had a rough morning today. Have you had Vasquez in Vacaville?
No, what's that?
It's a really good Mexican food place in Vacaville. It's been around for a really long time, but they're this guy's sodium. Yeah, he were sodium maxing. But they've got really good salsa. And so every time I go there and I get a burrito, I get like 10 extra salsas, and I will literally sit there and shoot these things just because it's so good. But yeah, I was fucking, dude, my intestines were on fire this morning.
Because you were just drinking salsa?
I was just shooting the salsa.
And I guess that makes sense. I used to have a buddy who would eat Taco Bell the hot sauce packets.
Oh, just rip them and trade up, like, suck them?
Yeah. He would just do like the Taco Bell sauce shots. And that was just like his thing. He would just always have them. He'd have hot or fire, usually fire, and you'd just be sitting around hanging out, and he'd just start busting out Taco Bell fire sauce packets and eating them. We're like,
fucking legend. What I used to like to do is I used to get the taco sauce from Jack in the Box, and then put that on my Taco Bell order.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That shit was good.
I don't usually like mixing stuff like that because I feel like, certain sauces are the company gives you, they're made for that food. So I always thought that, but that could be a good idea. I could see that working.
That's what I always thought too. And then I just realized like some fast food places probably have better sauces than other.
Yeah, but to me, it's always kind of like if you went to Mary's Pizza Shack and you brought in your own thing of Hidden Valley Ranch, it would taste like shit on
Oh yeah, stuff. I think Hidden Valley Ranch. I mean, if I have to get a ranch from the store, Hidden Valley is obviously my preference, unless you want to go like really, really expensive. But yeah, there's just something about ranch that if you get it from a restaurant, it's always going to taste better than out of the bottle. And I think I heard that's because they put a lot of more preservatives in the bottled ranch than they do the restaurant ranch. And so that's why it tastes different.
I could see that. Mary's Pizza Shack always had really good ranch. And then Hidden Valley Ranch is the worst ranch, honestly, but it's kind of just like the default of America at this point.
Do you like it better than Kraft Ranch? Because to me, Kraft Ranch is shit.
I haven't had Kraft Ranch in long enough that I can't remember what it tastes like. Are Jack in the Box's tacos still 50 cents?
Nope.
What are they now?
I think they doubled. I think it's $1.99 now for 2 tacos.
So it's $1 a taco now. They literally went up 100%.
Yeah, and they do specials where it's like, oh, 2 tacos for 99 cents. It's like, dude, I grew up with that. That's nothing special.
God damn! Talk about everything's going to shit.
I told the cockfighting story on here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the night we went and got like 200 Jack in the Box tacos and sold them for $5 a piece.
Yeah, fucking genius, dude. Jack in the Box tacos are fucking awesome and just legendary all around. We used to live off of those. There probably was a time where I was eating Jack in the Box at least once every other day for just like at least a year. Like we were just eating Jack in the Box just on the fucking daily. Like after school, we got a Jack in the Box. After shows, it was if we didn't go to Denny's, we'd go to Jack in the Box and we just get tacos and make a mess in the parking lot at like 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, and I was raised by a single mother, so I mean, she was never gonna say no to getting Jack in the Box tacos because they're so cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that shit was good. And then you dip them in the Jack in the Box ranch too. That was the weird thing about those tacos was they were great with the ranch.
They did for some reason go really well with the ranch.
Yeah, fucking A, man. I want Jack in the Box now. I haven't had Jack in the Box in forever, but I always like their chocolate milkshakes too.
Yeah, well, I used to get their strawberry milkshakes, but yeah, they had good milkshakes too. I remember if I was gonna get a milkshake from somewhere, we'd usually go to Jack in the Box.
Yeah. If you were all plugged up on heroin, because nothing's going to hurt your stomach because you're not going to shit for 2 years anyways. We used to drink chocolate milkshakes from there all the time just because you could.
Damn, that must be nice.
Yeah, it is a pretty nice perk to the habit. You could just eat whatever and nothing will hurt your stomach or nothing will send you to the bathroom in a furious rage or anything like that.
Did you know that Burger King has tacos?
Yeah, I think I did. Didn't they bring that shit out years ago? Like, it's been a little while.
It's been on the menu for a long time, but people they don't advertise it, so people don't know.
It's a stupid idea. What?
They're good. Don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, I've never tried it, but I don't. Who's the guy? I mean, I guess you are. I was gonna say, who's the guy that's going to Burger King? Just like, let me try the tacos. Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking me. But no, they're good. They put more meat in them or whatever it is. I mean, it's probably not real meat, but they put more filling in there than they do the Jack in the Box tacos.
Yeah, that was the thing about the Jack in the Box tacos was you could most of the time you could eat them and just leave the whole top part of it without eat, but you still ate it anyways.
Yeah, I would never eat it like straight on. I'd always start from the bottom and go up.
Yeah, and like I said before, I fucking hate lettuce, but the Jack in the Box tacos, they're so good that you make an exception and you eat the fucking lettuce. It's worth it with those.
Yep.
Dude, all right, well, what are we starting with? What are we starting with? Either Katy Perry or just the other complaints that we had?
Oh, let's start with Katy Perry.
All right, I actually did save I mean, it's nothing. It's literally just to have a picture, I guess, but so I haven't even kept up on this, but it sounds like you have.
What does it mean by she's under investigation? Because I thought Ruby Rose came out and said she wasn't going to press charges.
Well, this post is from 2 days ago, so if anything's changed. But yeah, it says as of 2 days ago, she is under investigation for the alleged sexual assault of Ruby Rose.
Well, apparently Ruby Rose said she has proof of the incident, which I'm dying to see.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
you know what's
best case
funny?
scenario, this goes to court and they make all that like public knowledge.
I saw a video somebody posted about this and said, if you really go back and pay attention to Katy Perry throughout the years, she kind of has a history of like back when everybody wasn't pussies, like she'd be like on stage with some award show, and she might get a little touchy with somebody or wasn't she one of the people that kind of got a little weird on a young Justin Bieber on stage one time?
I could see it. I mean, her first song was called I Kissed a Girl.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these allegations aren't that hard to believe. It's just funny seeing women react to it because they don't know what the fuck to do.
All right, I just looked it up on Twitter. Yeah, Ruby Rose says it happened about 20 years ago. Yeah, she alleges Katy Perry rubbed her disgusting vagina on her face, which is not actually how it happened. It kind of went through the hand, but rubbing her vagina on her face is the better way to think about it.
Oh, what? Like she rubbed her pussy and then like stuck her hand in her face?
That's what I think it was.
Because I heard that Ruby Rose was like passed out on a couch, like sleeping sideways on it. And then I don't know if Katy Perry came up and like Bronco busted her.
Okay, here's a tweet from Ruby Rose. It says, somebody tweeted at her and said, she kissed a girl and you didn't like it. And Ruby Rose replied and said, she didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side and rubbed. Okay, no, she says she rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her.
I really hope there's video evidence of this like she claims.
Dude, people are already going wild with the edits too. I just found this one.
Oh, the Arby's roast beef.
Yeah, Arby's is catching strays in this one.
Is Ruby? I would assume Ruby Rose is a lesbian, or she's at least bisexual, right?
I don't even know who she is.
She's from Orange Is the New Black. She was relevant like 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah, I never even heard of her.
Like I remember women at work talking about this. Like when she debuted in Orange Is the New Black, they're like, "Oh, she's so androgynous."
I never watched Orange Is the New Black. It always just seemed like a...
Nigalink online.
Oops.
Fentanyl reactor charging.
God damn it, this soundboard. It's really going to get me in trouble one day. I'm going to like have someone serious on.
Yeah. Rape.
I was just doing that interview with the guy that I had on a couple days ago, and I did have to type in some stuff on the keyboard, and we weren't live, we were just recording, but I was very delicate, like typing stuff in. He would have thought it was funny. He's a comedian, so he would have got a kick out of it, but I was very careful to make sure I was...
So if you hit shift and then a number, will that change it? Like, will that make it just the normal number? Because I know, like, if you hit your number board, it's going to play the sound bite, right?
So that time, I accidentally hit the dash, which is the...
Nigalink online.
But I have them assigned to the numbers on the top, but I use the numbers, you know, there's the numbers on the right side and the little separate square. I use those because those don't activate it.
Okay.
But that time it was just me hitting a key on accident. But yeah, they're assigned to the numbers on the top of the letters. And then I've got a couple that have reached over to like, I've got one on one of the slashes, the plus sign and the minus sign. You know, things that I don't usually use when I'm typing on stream. But sometimes I just accidentally hit them. When I look up Katy Perry, it said, I didn't even realize this is what was going on. It says she's under investigation by Australian police. So this happened in fucking Australia?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like the Melbourne Club or some shit.
Yeah, it says police in Australia say they have opened an investigation into allegations made by actress Ruby Rose, who earlier this week accused pop star Katy Perry of sexually assaulting her in a Melbourne nightclub more than a decade ago. I'm sorry, we got to stop doing this whole like, bro, if it happened 20 years ago.
Oh, it's 100% just because Ruby Rose wants, like, I guarantee you what brought this up is that Katy Perry's been in the news lately, like, not necessarily for good reasons. Like, she's getting mocked, but she's relevant. Like, any news is good news. And so Ruby Rose just definitely wanted to capitalize on this because she's not relevant anymore.
Yeah, we just need to stop taking this seriously. These moments of when girls come out and like, oh, 20 years ago. So like it could, because in this example, like, sure, there might be a video. Who knows? But in most other cases, when it's like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I've said this before. If one of my girlfriends from freshman year of high school, which at this point it was about 15 years ago, came out and said that I did something to her along those lines, there's legitimately is nothing, like zero, that I could do to defend myself. Like it's just not, it's literally not possible. I'm like 24 cell phones removed from that time in my life. You know, there's no proof I can bring to help myself. And with the way our society is nowadays, of course, they're just going to fucking believe the girl because that's how everyone acts.
That's what I love so much about this is they can't do that. Like, women are losing. Like I said, this is going to destroy the Me Too movement. It's going to eat itself.
Because it's the first time a girl has accused a girl.
Well, yeah, and you have to believe all women, right? But people love Katy Perry. Or women love Katy Perry.
Yeah, especially now that she's banging that Canadian guy that's down with the trannies.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the picture of them from Coachella?
Yeah.
Dude, he banned plastic cups in his entire country, but he's, like, photographed holding one.
Yeah, they're hanging out at Coachella. Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. Rape everyone and leave.
Rape.
What's up, Jim? Perry's team denied the allegations, obviously, the allegations being... So yeah, unless she brings up a video of it, which I don't believe she's going to have like a cell phone video from 20 years ago because nobody was taking cell phone videos. The only thing she could get is like a security video from the nightclub, but I, again, doubt they've got video of from 20 years ago. It's been deleted by now. So yeah, who knows what they're going to do, but that is a funny point that I'm sure girls are freaking out because it's believe all women, but Katy Perry's also a woman. So who are they going to believe in this case?
Exactly.
I think
It's
a
like
lot of
that
people
meme.
have turned on Katy Perry though, because remember when she kissed that dude on American Idol?
Oh yeah, because they were saying it was non-consensual.
Yeah, people are still mad at her about that, and they use that as a strike against her. They're like, "Oh, that's when I was saying." People say she has a history of sexual assault because, of course, people are faggots and they consider that sexual
Oh,
assault. And
absolutely.
it's like, bro, she kissed an 18-year-old boy like a peck on the lips. It was like, again, 20 years ago, people would have laughed at that moment and thought it was cute.
Well, I just can't believe that that's what's considered sexual assault. Like it's so degrading to victims who have actually experienced something horrible.
Yeah.
Like you tell that to the girl who's been held down and raped against her will. That oh yeah, the same. It's considered the same thing as Katy Perry non-consensually kissing a guy at an award show. You know who the only person who didn't have a problem with that was? The guy she fucking kissed. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. It was some like 18-year-old nerd, and he's like, I've never kissed a girl.
Yeah, that's still to this day the best night of his life.
Oh, absolutely. Jim, who got raped by Weinstein? When it comes to Weinstein, one of my like most unpopular takes is that I'm sure I think Weinstein probably did do some bad shit, but I'd bet money that a good handful of the actresses willingly fucked him for better roles. It was
100%.
it was transactional sex in a lot of the
100%.
cases. I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure he got way too handsy with some of them. I'm sure he pushed his fucking boundaries with some of them. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I guarantee you at least a couple of the girls that tried to say that like he raped them, they probably had transactional sex with him. And now they're mad about it. They're bitter about the fact that they fucked an old fat dude and now they're rich and they don't have to, they don't have to be like that.
Oh yeah, it's
Um,
fairly obvious that's what happened with what's the governor Gavin Newsom's wife?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like she had to testify in front of a court that she gave Harvey Weinstein a hand job.
And her and him were talking too. Like they were somebody just covered like after she claims that incident happened, she reached out to him and asked him like advice on how to help Gavin Newsom beat like he had some crazy sexual whatever allegations against him. And she was reaching out to him all friendly and like, how do I deal with this for me and my husband? And Katy Perry got done by Weinstein. I could see it. Katy Perry is one of those ones that I would bet you she did not get raped. I bet you she had transactional sex with Weinstein for some reason. I don't think Clavicular OD'd on meth. I think he OD'd on fentanyl or probably painkillers. He was probably taking pills because his buddy was asking him if he wants an Adderall. So if you watch the clip, Clavicular was nodding off, and his buddy kept asking him, "Do you want an Adderall?" Or he kept saying, "Do you want an Addy?" to wake him back up. I think Clavicular was probably taking pain pills.
What did Little Peep OD on? Was it fentanyl?
I think it was something gay, wasn't it? Let me look it up.
I thought it was fentanyl because in the video, like Clavicular hits the same. Because there's that really famous picture of Little Peep that came out like when he died, his manager walked in and like filmed him accidentally, and he's sitting there slumped over and his head's in the air and his mouth's open. Clavicular hit that same pose.
Lil Peep OD'd on fentanyl and Xanax, which is the godly combination.
Yeah, I bet he felt great.
Yeah, he died feeling fantastic. He had a good time.
But yeah, I did see that. I mean, what is Clavicular think's going to happen? The dude's 20 years old. He's on TRT. He admits to doing meth. He's taking peptides. Like, you don't need to do that as a 20-year-old. You're going to ruin your body that's not even fully developed yet.
Yeah, blues can be used for generally any kind of opiate for the most part. It used to be like blue pills. I think it even stretches out to Xanax sometimes. A lot of drug slang is just kind of relative to the people that use it. A lot of it's geographical too, but yeah, blue is generally downers. Fanny took fake Xanax. Okay, Lil Peep took fake Xanax. That's what it was. But when you look it up, it says a combination of both. So I wonder if Google's wrong and he just thought he was taking, he
was
thought
probably
he was
getting it from
taking
multiple
Xanax.
people too. Like, I'm sure he did have real Xanax in his system, and then he got his next dose, and it was fentanyl pills.
Wasn't his manager? It was another rapper that took the video, and Lil Peep's face is like purple and all.
Okay, yeah, but Jim, you've seen it too. And if you go back and you see that footage and you look at what happened to Clavicular, it's a very similar reaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nodding off is nodding off. And people that it's all one of my old dealers tried to tell me. I don't believe him, My buddy had this theory that because me and my buddy both had the same dealer at the time. We think he was just trying to act like a hero or something. But I was in one of my old dealers used to live in this Motel 6 room, and I was in this room with him. We're smoking fentanyl, and from my recollection, I nodded off, and then I woke up. So in my recollection, I nodded off for like maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes at most. And then I woke back up and was like totally fine and normal. It was like, oh, I nodded off. My dealer tells me that I like almost died. Like he tried to tell me, he said that he tried to tell me my hands went up like a T-Rex, like I did the T-Rex hands, and my arms got all bent up and stiff. And he said I was just like sitting up and it was like frozen. And he told me that all he did was like shake me around for a minute until I woke up. But I do not remember waking up to like his arms on my shoulders shaking me or anything. Like I don't believe him. I think he just was like, I don't know. It was just like making up. It was honestly kind of Patrizi-ish. Like it's a story that Patrizi would have made up. Just how we would just randomly lie about shit to seem cool. Like, yeah, bro, I saved your life. And I'm like, I don't think you did. I think I just nodded off for 5 minutes.
I guarantee you that's exactly what it was, because I know somebody okay, so the brothers that we talk to sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know who Rob Ledesma is?
I don't think so. Not off the
You
top
probably
of my
know
head.
that last name because his daughters went to school with us. One was in the grade below and one was in our grade.
Was she the really skinny chick?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to fuck her in her
Dude.
skinny ass, dude.
Me too.
God, yeah, okay, yes, I know.
I was talking to her for a while too.
How'd you fumble that?
I just don't think it got anywhere. Like she was friends with okay, so she was best friends with this girl Valerie who was dating our friend Ruben, and then they broke up, and like because like the four of us used to hang out a lot, and so when they broke up, I took Ruben's side, and I think that just kind of like derailed it. But yeah, dude, I was fucking, and I used to live across the street from them. Like me and the brothers used to live together, and I literally lived across the street from them. But yeah, their dad got super whacked out, and I'm sure Rob. We used to call him Rob Marley.
I can't remember him off the top of my head. I just know the girl. Dude, she was so skinny. It looked like one thrust and she would have just broken away in the wind. Dude, I would have
snapped
loved
her in half.
Yeah, I would have fucking. Oh my! Yeah, I had a crush on her. I think I had a class with her at some point, maybe a science class. I think it was.
Yeah, she went to LA and married some nepo baby.
Oh fuck her! Of course she did. She was hot. Yeah, looks maxing. The thing about looks maxing in general is, yeah, when you're 20, it's like, yeah, of course you're hot. Like we were all hot when we were 20, dude. I was on top of the fucking world when I was 20. You can't call it looks maxing if you're 20. Like, dude, I can't.
I know my profile picture in my work database is from when I was 22.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we all looked good. I can't wait until the clavicular turns fucking 30. If he even makes it to that point, because it looks like he might not.
But yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it to that point. But anyways, yeah, like Rob did the same thing to one of the brothers. Like I guess he went over there, and that was the first time he ever did a dab. Did you ever do dabs?
Yes, I remember the first dab I ever took.
Yeah. Apparently, the first dab you ever take is very intense.
I took a dab on a couch in Vacaville. And on the drive home, which I was driving, I stopped at every single green light on the way out of town. On the way from Dixon back to Vacaville, I stopped at every. Laban had to keep being like, dude, the light's green. Dude, why are you stopped? Dude, the light.
You drove after your first dab?
What?
You drove after your first dab?
Yeah, dude. I drove after fucking. I drove. Of course, I drove after my first dab. And my first dab was my first 2 dabs, by the way. I went for 2 because I didn't think, I don't know. I thought I could do it.
Max, I agree with you that you do have to take the homie side in a breakup, but I don't even talk to Ruben anymore, so I'm really wishing I just would have railed this chick.
If you take your homie's girl side, you're a bitch. First time I ever drove a car, I was high, but not off dabs. Honestly, probably a good strategy because then you become a master driver when you're not high.
Yeah.
It's like they always say, if you wanna get high when you go to work, you need to go to your first day high. So that's the standard of what you look like to them.
Yeah, exactly. That's smart.
Yeah, because if I went into work for one day and then I came in the next day, they'd be like, bro, your eyes are red and you're laughing constantly. But if you go in your first day, they're just going to know you as the guy with red eyes who laughs all the time.
Like he's got glaucoma and ADHD. It's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing that could have stopped me from driving back then. And the thing that's funny about driving on the dab is today I could not smoke weed and drive. I could drive half blacked out drunk better than I can drive high on weed nowadays. But back then, yeah, no way. Even if your homie raped a bitch, 100%. Even if my homie raped a gal, I'd be taking his side.
I'm like, no, he didn't.
I'd be like, yeah, but she liked it. I know he did good. I know she liked that shit.
I was in the other room. She said, choke me.
Yeah. I know my buddy's good at that shit. She liked it. Yeah, you gotta
yeah. So fucking Rob Marley, dude, and one of the brothers did his first dab, and he did the same exact thing. Like apparently, I guess he like took it and then he passed out immediately. And when he came to, he said he was like fine. He's in the same place that he was. And Rob came up and was like, "Bro, like I saved your life, man. Like you were about to hit your head on this and that." And Rob was also very good friends with Patrizi. I mean, I don't know if they were friends, but they were business partners.
Dude, I remember one time I was in Patrizi's room smoking his shit with him. And the degree to which he would lie to people, I was sitting in his room with him and his dad, dude, his poor fucking dad.
His poor fucking dude. I always felt so bad for that man.
His dad knocks on the door and he's like, Patrick, someone is on the phone. Someone called the house phone. And he's like, somebody called about a job they won't offer you. So Patrick takes the phone and he's all, hello. And immediately you hear the other dude on the other end. It's some guy that wants to fight him. So he obviously told his dad, I want to offer your son a job just to get to talk to him. And he starts fucking yelling, oh, blah, 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 some shit. Fucking, I'm going to fuck you up. And Patrizi starts going, bro, I'm a professional MMA fighter.
Yeah, you told me about this.
He's all, bro, in his slow ass Xanaxed out voice. Bro, I'm a professional MMA fighter. I've won quite a few trophies in my days, dude. I'll fuck you up. And I'm like, oh. And the whole time his dad is sitting there and he's going, Patrick, who is that? Hang up the phone. Patrick, stop talking like that. Who are you? And I'm sitting there and I'm just high and I'm like, I don't know if I got to quit doing drugs. This isn't worth it anymore. I can't. I'm not having fun anymore.
One of those sombering moments, dude.
Oh, it's bad.
The biggest problem was that Patrick's dad was too old to whoop his ass.
Dude, his dad had fucking dementia.
His dad was old as fuck.
Yeah, no, he definitely took advantage of his parents in that situation. And yeah, his dad should have whooped the fuck out of him, even as a grown man. Yeah, Jim's got it
straight. Yeah, that's what helped keep me straight in my teenage years. Like my dad and my stepdad could kick my ass. They're both big, intimidating dudes. So
that's part of the problem with having kids when you're older. That's why I keep telling people I'm done. I can't have kids now because I'm already fucking old. So it's like once I have a kid and he becomes like 18, I'll be too old. But yeah, no, that was a fucking moment. And then I remember one time, I might have told you this one too. One time it was me and my girlfriend. We needed a bag. And I was like kind of messing with him, but kind of also like halfway being like, well, I'll take an extra dub out of it because my girlfriend was a fucking stripper. So it's not like she would have cared. So on the way there, I texted him too. And I was like, if you give me a dub, I'll make my girlfriend show you her tits. And he texts back and he goes, why would I care when I could see tits on the internet anytime I want?
And in real life, of course.
10 seconds later, my phone buzzes again. Oh, in real life, of course, too. And I was like, okay, bro, good save. Good save.
Rest in peace, Patrizi.
Yeah, dude, fucking A. That guy was a character.
I hope you're looking up and smiling.
I remember anytime I had to do anything with him in public, it was fucking miserable. Like I'd taken him to Walmart one time and it's like literally, I mean, it was like babysitting a fucking retarded kid. Like he would just nod off. He would just be paying for something and he would nod off. He'd nod off on the walk back out to the car. He'd nod off in the car. And I'm like, dude, we'd be in his room. He had no friends. So he would try to use you needing a drug deal as like a way to force you to hang out with him.
Yeah. I'll give you this. Just hang out with me for 30 minutes.
Literally, I'll sell it to you, but you have to hang out here for an hour. Okay, so we'd go there. He'd nod off the whole hour, and then we'd wake him up and say, hey, we're going to go. It's been an hour. And he'd go, no, it hasn't. You guys have only been here for 5 minutes. And we're like, dude. And then he would literally do the meme where he'd nod off on the Xanax, and he'd wake up and accuse us of stealing his shit. Like, he'd wake up and be like, you guys took my pen. I'm like, bro, your pen is on your fucking lap. oh, you guys took my stash, bro. Your stash is in your fucking underwear. Like, no, we didn't take that shit. What do you? I couldn't fucking stand dealing. It was like the worst when we had to go to him.
He's the poster child for this is your brain on drugs because his family seemed normal. Like his brother was smart. I'm pretty sure his brother was like in tech or a physicist or something. Wait, he's dead. Yeah, he is dead.
Yeah. Turn into a retard until you pass out. Yeah, and then you wake up and you're still a retard. Xanax is retard maxing. Like at its core, Xanax is absolutely retard maxing.
Yeah, Dirty White Boy told me a pretty funny story about when he was on. I don't want to tell it because that's his story to tell, but he has a pretty good story about being on Xanax.
Yeah, it is literally retard maxing. Like it is, you know. I always talk about jumping off my girlfriend's roof when she. I dated this girl. I was 19. No, I was 20 at the time. And it's funny because this was before I ever got on heroin. I dated a girl who was a junkie. I was taking painkillers and stuff for fun. So once in a while I take Xanax too. And her mom, she never told her mom about me for whatever reason. And she was older than me too. But so I used to get off work at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I would drive over to her house and she'd sneak me in her house. And then the next day, or later in the morning, her mom would go to work, and then I would leave then. And one night I went over there, everything was like usual, and she was like, "Oh, a little bit later, I have to go to a doctor's appointment. My mom's gonna take me." So yeah, she's like, you can stay in my bed as long as you want. Just know that when you wake up, we might not be here, and you can just leave whenever. So I woke up and I was still all hyped up on Xanax, and I was like, oh, so I need to leave her house, not through the front door, because I don't want to leave the front door unlocked. And so my idea was to jump off her out of her second story window onto her driveway. And then of course later in the day, it was actually funny, on the way down, I kicked her, on houses, they've got the number sign that lights up.
Yeah.
I kicked that and I broke it, and she thought it was a dealer. She actually got scared and she thought it was a dealer that she owed money to.
Like trying to send a message. I broke your address sign, bitch.
Yeah.
Who
So
does
then
that?
I told her it was me. I was like, it was me. I jumped off your roof so I didn't have to leave your front door unlocked. And she said, she says, I left the front door unlocked for you. And I was like, oh, you. And she said she told me that, earlier. I just, I was on Xanax. So I remember it. Yeah. Yeah, it's literal retard shit. I'll call Dirty White Boy. I'm not going to pull a Casper and call people on the live stream.
No, it's not even that funny of a story. It's just the way he described. Dirty White Boy is very good at describing stories. So,
yeah, I need actually to go over to his place and have him try to mess with my car. My car is probably going to die in the near future again.
What kind of car do you have?
A 2012 Civic, and I've had terrible luck with it. I'm the only person in the world that could have bad luck with a Honda Civic.
I was gonna say, dude, those things are supposed to last forever.
Yeah, and Dirty White Boy put in a brand new alternator for me less than a year ago, and I got a brand new battery, and it's literally having the same problem it was having with starting up. Like something is draining the power out of it when it's off. So I keep having to go out and start it and let it charge for like every 4 to 5 hours. I have to get up and go turn it on. Because if I let it sit for 12 hours, the next time I got to turn it on, it'll be a bad, really slow start. And that's what it used to do. And then eventually it just stopped turning on altogether. So I'm trying to keep it going for as long as I can. But
if you did your alternator and your battery, it sounds like that's probably the starter.
Yeah, but it's not the type of like, I guess it could be the starter. It just sounds like the energy. It sounds like it's it's losing power. That's why I think it's some kind of parasitic drain. Dirty White Boy doesn't have the tattoo, but he does have like patches. Like, yeah, he rides a Harley Davidson now, and he's got the Swazi patches on his denim vest and shit. And he's got the SS patches, and that's the one. Say how the fuck you
Dixon Legend.
Yeah, I've never had a car work out well for me. I don't know why. So I don't even want a car at this point. Like it sucks to even deal with. And then I have to spend money on it or whatever, or I don't have money for it, and then someone in the family ends up covering it for me, and I don't like having to do that. So yeah, I'd rather just not have a car at this point.
Yeah, that's the worst. I'm the same way. I'd rather walk. You can get one of those scooters.
I have a long distance scooter. Like, remember the scooters with the big longboard material tires or the wheels?
Are they electric?
No, not at all. It's a cool, dude. I used to love this shit. This is the one I used to ride over to my ex girlfriend in high school, Adolf Hitler's house, and she was embarrassed about it. She told me not to ride the scooter, so I'd ride the scooter over there and then hide in
And
her.
dump it in the bushes.
Yeah, it's a scooter, like a regular. It's a razor, but it's got the deck that you stand on is wood and it's wider, and then the wheels are made out of the same material that longboard wheels are made out of. Not that but that kind of rubbery, but not
Yeah.
really. Yeah, and so it's for, like, long distances, and it's cool if it's not the alternator battery. That's the next, like, the starter. But would the starter result in that problem? Like, where it's like I said, the startup first thing in the morning, as you can tell, it's almost dead, like, it's almost out of power. Like, it doesn't I don't know what it would be like if it was a bad starter, but, and it's only the first startup of the day. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I let it sit for 10 to 12 hours, it turns over really slow. It's like, like it's something to me, it sounds like something is sucking the power out of it. I just don't know what it could be. Honestly,
Yeah,
just sell
I
the
mean-
car for heroin and a motel hooker. I would never do heroin ever again. I would do fentanyl.
Really?
Yeah, fentanyl is anyone that tells
Is
you
way better?
heroin's better than fentanyl, they're hipsters. They're trying
And
to be
it's
hip.
more accessible, I would imagine, and it's probably like it is medical grade, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, you get straight fentanyl, but yeah, you can't get heroin anymore. Like,
We have
heroin's not
we're
a
at
thing.
work. We have fentanyl patches for the patients. Nobody's ever received a heroin patch.
Yeah, no, heroin is not a thing anymore. It is a thing of the past. You get fentanyl now. And yeah, fentanyl's way better. There's a little bit of fentanyl, aside from being way stronger, it tastes different. It tastes a lot better. Heroin tastes like vinegar. Fentanyl kind of tastes like candy, kind of like a Pop Rocks type of candy, but with a little bit of chemical-y taste in it. And then the high is a tiny bit different. Like when you inhale it, the immediate head rush is a little different. Fentanyl again feels a little bit more chemical-ier. I don't know how to. I mean, it's one of those things. If you haven't tried, you would never know. But
I'm
it
gonna make some
feels
phone calls later. You're making it sound great.
yeah, it feels a little chemical-ier, but it's a way better. It's a way stronger high. If I were to take one hit of fentanyl right now, I would throw up. Like that's one of those things. Like you're gonna throw up.
Or apparently, if Katy Perry rubbed her crotch in your face, you might also throw up.
Yeah, that too. One of my favorite things to do when I had relapsed and got back into fentanyl for the short time was because my tolerance was so low from quitting for how long I did at the time. I would drink a whole bottle of water and then I would hit the fentanyl and then I would throw up and then I would drink more water and then I'd hit the fentanyl and then I'd throw up and then I would repeat that process and I would throw up like 10 times in a night and I would just have a great fucking time doing it and I would just keep hitting the fentanyl and throwing up. Heroin to fentanyl is like Ghost Energy to a cup of black coffee. No, not even. Fentanyl to heroin is like cocaine to a cup of black coffee.
Wow.
It's just way stronger. Like it's just when you get hooked on fentanyl, heroin will not cure your sickness. Like there was one time I was on fentanyl and I was waiting for my dealer to hit me up, and the girl I was with at the time was on heroin. And she offered me her heroin to make me feel better, and it did nothing. It did nothing for me. Whereas usually if you're in the same thing with like if you're on heroin and you take like a morphine pill to feel better, it'll do nothing. You need to take like a handful of morphine pills. The gap in strength is like incredible. Enjoy relapse. I mean, not really, just because it's never long enough. So
It's never long enough.
yeah, no, it's never gonna be long enough. Like it just isn't unless you're doing it forever. Like it's not really, you always get mad when you have to quit. So that's the thing. There's not really any way to enjoy being on drugs unless you're literally like a millionaire who can afford it.
Yeah, I would always thought like if you're a millionaire and you're retired, like that's all I would do.
Yeah, once I'm 50, I'm gonna go to a doctor and say I want painkillers. Like
Once
I'm
I'm
50.
completely unfuckable, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that too.
Because what else is there?
Yeah, no, I think anyone who once you reach a certain age, you should be allowed to go to the doctor and just get painkillers. At the very least, get painkillers. And if they say, why, what's hurting? You're like, well, nothing, but I'm old.
Yeah, I'm trying to
know.
take a victory lap. Just come on.
Yeah, I remember, dude, there's an episode of Intervention that I saw where it was like some old guy was like, some old guy had like a morphine pump in his stomach and his family got him on intervention. I'm like, bro, he's old. Like, let the guy,
Let
what
him
the
fucking
fuck?
be.
Yeah, let the guy live out the rest of his life on morphine.
That dude, like being old, I'm sure he's experienced hardships that like none of you could even imagine. Just let him go out how he wants.
Yeah, no, I'm too afraid of needles. I'm straight up too afraid of needles. But the fact that I'm afraid of needles is legitimately probably the only reason I'm alive, because I would 1000% have just overdosed. Because I got like I get crazy tolerance to like anything I do. Like I am just not capable of like stopping. Like I would just smoke fentanyl all night long. Like I would go out and buy $200 of fentanyl and then be like, this is gonna last me a week. And then like 8 hours later, I'm like calling my dealer again and I'm like, hey, I'm almost out. I gotta come by and get a little bit more. So yeah, if I did shoot up, I would have put like $100 of fentanyl in a needle and like shot. Yeah, no, it would have gone bad.
Yeah, definitely. I like how Proto said the stream takes off. Dude, you know what I love? The last stream that I was on last Friday where I dropped the hard R is my most viewed. I think
Is
it's
it?
because you put Sydney Sweeney in the title. It's got over 100 views.
Oh shit! You're well. Lucky for you, chances are nobody watched that far into it. They probably saw that there's no Sydney Sweeney nudes and clicked off of it.
That's what I'm banking on. I didn't hear anything at work this week, so
And people would have commented. Like that would have been a case where somebody would comment if they got that far. Usually people don't watch the live streams for long. I think what happens is if I get a good title like that, people will click on it and then they'll see that they're not actually looking at Sydney Sweeney nudes or like, whatever. I just went over to it and realized, oh yeah, this does have the most views out of the recent live streams.
whoopsies.
Like I said, the ranking Sydney Sweeney stream is the best live stream I've ever done. So next time
dude.
me and you do it, hopefully I remember and we do it next
I'm
week.
fucking pumped. Whatever.
It'll get the most views. Let me go to the last one I did. Yeah, 562 views and 13 likes.
There you go.
Tier list ranking of Sydney Sweeney pictures. Yeah, that is one that people like to come by for. So hopefully next week I will fucking remember and I will start gathering those pictures. He might have gotten AIDS. If I did shoot up, I probably would have been really cautious about. Like I would have never used. Actually, I had a girlfriend. I honestly could see myself like me and her would have shared needles, because what's more romantic than sharing a heroin needle with your girlfriend?
Washing your shit off your dick in the shower.
So we could have gotten that. Could have. But if neither of us had anything, would we get anything from doing that?
No.
Like if two clean people share a needle?
No, somebody's got to be a carrier.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, we would have been fine. But we 1000% would have used the same needles. Like 1,000,000% would have used the same needles.
That's how you can't explain AIDS. Like that has to be a government thing, because there's no way that like two clean people just invented AIDS.
Yeah, dude, I remember Miss Townswick in health class.
Was she the one? Yes, dude, she was my favorite teacher.
Yeah, I love
the only class I ever got an A in. The funny thing is, she was my mom's teacher in high school.
Yeah, she was also my mom's teacher in high school. I remember in health class one time, she said, okay, who in the class knows how AIDS started? And I rose my hand and I said, somebody fucked a monkey. Like that's how I thought that's how AIDS started. But it was Miss Townswick, so she was.
She'll tell it straight. Yeah, she'll give you straight up.
Yeah, she kind of laughed about it. I mean, she was like mad in her own way, but she kind of laughed about it.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me stories all the time when she'd come into class like hungover, like when she first started teaching.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, this is gonna be a movie day.
I also had fashion class with her. Did you? You fucked the dead pig in science. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm not going to not believe you, though, because I do believe it. The government invented AIDS from studying apes and then released it on accident. Did they release it on accident or on purpose? I could see them releasing it on accident. I could see them planning to release it on purpose, and then they release it on accident sooner than they planned on. That's what happens in my imagination.
Yeah.
Is finger
We sent the
blasting
wrong
out.
shipment to Africa. We meant to send the T-shirts from last year's Super Bowl losers, but we sent them to
Right.
AIDS.
They try to say it's from people eating an ape, but that makes no sense. No group of people eat apes because they're too hard to hunt.
Yeah, I can't imagine being like out there with a fucking spear trying to hunt down an ape.
Yeah, catching a fucking full-grown ape. Yeah, I had Miss Townswick for fashion. I remember when I started dating that girl Chrissy, who was like a very square, 4.0, never had a boyfriend, never smoked or drank or anything. Me and her got together on a Friday after school. And then by the time Monday came around, she was sick, so she didn't go to school. And I had her in my fashion class with Miss Townswick. So I came to school on Monday. There was no Chrissy. And I told Miss Townswick, oh, hey, Chrissy's my girlfriend now. We're dating. Miss Townswick was like, huh. Well, she's not here. Does she know that she's your girlfriend now? And I was like, yeah. Like, but nobody believed us because we were like those polar op. That was like, dude, I love being with fucking Chrissy. Because yeah, no one believed us. Because I was playing guitar in a band and I was like smoking and drinking and doing drugs and shit. And then Chrissy, like I said, 4.0 student, never drank, never smoked. It took me 3 months to make out with her. It took a whole 3 months for any tongue to happen. But I thought it was awesome. I was like, oh, this is what life is all about. It's with getting with like a sweet, innocent girl and then putting in the work. I did cheat on her, but that's all aside the point.
I think that's when you and me had class together when you were dating Chrissy. Because I remember one day you came in and told me, like, dude, have you ever tongue wrestled? You're like, tongue wrestling is fucking awesome.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I was really obnoxious in high school. When I look back on when I look on Facebook memories, I'm like, oh, I was very loud and obnoxious.
Dude, you were fucking hilarious. That was one of my favorite classes.
I don't know why people liked me back then. I was popular. I was like somewhat popular. I was obviously not like football player or cheerleader, but I knew all of the football players and cheerleaders.
No, I think that's why people liked you because you were just so out of the norm,
Because I wore size 3 jeggings.
Yeah.
Remember a few years ago they tried saying there was a new variant of COVID, and it turns out as long as it was like monkeypox.
Monkeypox, dude. It was so funny because whenever they'd show pictures of people that had monkeypox, it was always gay dudes and they had it around either their mouth or their crotch.
Yeah, monkeypox, that was the big thing. They were like, this is going to be the new pandemic. And then they found out, oh, it's a gay people thing. And like within a day, nobody talked about it anymore. They were like, oh, okay, never mind. This is not what we thought it was. Yeah, it was only gay people.
Only gay people, dude.
And now nobody talks about it. I bet you it's a thing on Grindr.
Yeah, they got to like show a positive test or something.
Yeah, well, you know how there's always like code. There's like code language on all those apps and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, don't they have codes for like what you're down for and shit? Like, I'm into this or I'm into that.
I don't know. I've never been on fucking Grindr.
I bet you they have like MP negative or MP positive or some shit. Like, that's the only place in the world where they're still talking about monkeypox. Dude, one of us still has to get on Grindr just to get a gay guy on the stream.
That would be funny.
I just don't want to be the one to do it because I don't want to make a fucking Grindr.
I don't want to make a Grindr either.
I can only imagine the way people talk on Grindr.
Hey Jim, take one for the team. Make a Grindr, dude.
Yeah, Jim, make a Grindr with George Floyd as your profile
would be
picture.
Fucking hilarious on Grindr too. Jim would like sniff out the most depraved fucking people.
And then for the pictures, for just use George Floyd, the picture of him in front of the brick wall as your profile picture. But then for other pictures, just get screenshots from George Floyd's his porn video. And use
Wait, George Floyd has a porn video?
Yeah, there's a George. Yeah, he was in a porn video.
Man, fucking legend.
Yeah, dude. Somebody, I don't. Because it's the internet, you don't know if it's real or not, but there was a tweet that went around, a screenshot of a tweet from George Floyd that said, like, what the fuck is up with those trans people or something along those lines.
Oh, dude, George Floyd was based.
And everybody's like, oh, this guy wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's funny. So today the thing I've been thinking about today is those girls who say, it's all men until it's no men, you know, when they're talking about like sexual assault and dudes being bad people and the patriarchy and shit. That one of the Mexican girls in LA that I talked to, she's been popping off on Instagram and she posted something to do with it's all men until it's no men. And I really want to hit her up and be like, oh, what about, so you were hyped about George Floyd, right? Like you were probably excited when he died because that was a man and he falls under the category of all men, right? I'm going to hit her up. I'm going to fucking text her and say that right now.
Do it. Fucking.
Say you were hyped when George Floyd died, right?
Hey, text her and be like, it's all men until it's Katy Perry, right?
I want to be like, it's all men until it's George Floyd. Dude, I know I talk about her on the stream, but she provides so much good stuff. Like, and she gets bodied in her own fucking comment sections and just will not learn. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, do you not ever just think that maybe you're wrong? Like, she posted something recently where she said, it's not our job as women to dismantle the patriarchy. That's a man's job. Let them clean up their own mess.
Yeah, it's like when girls bitch about only dating assholes. It's like, well, you seem to be the common denominator in all these relationships, so I think it's a you problem.
Yeah, and so she got destroyed in her own comment section. Even got ratioed, more comments than likes, and all the comments are people just destroying her. And she will just literally write it off as these people just aren't as intelligent as her. It's always that's her thing. Well, people just aren't as intelligent as me. They don't understand me.
That's got to be what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you think that after getting bodied in your comment sections enough times, because this has happened more than once, that like eventually you'd start thinking like, maybe I'm getting something wrong. Like when I post some shit and it's like, I understand that it's like an offensive thing and people don't like it in the comments. I understand that I'm just offending people. I'm not posting like things that I'm passing off as objective truths and then people are telling me that I'm wrong. But it's like, bro, you're posting things that you're passing off as like truths and facts, and people are telling you that you're wrong and they're calling you retarded and they're saying that you're stupid. And it's like it happens every time you post about this topic. Don't you start to maybe think like, oh, like everyone on the internet disagrees with me. I wonder if it's me thinking something is going, something is wrong with what I'm thinking.
No, man, because that requires accountability, and we all know how that goes.
Yeah, I guess it's fucking true. I'd rather not give random. Hold on, let me see if I'm right about this. FAGGOTS. Yep, I'm right about that count. My number to send me. Let's see, DICK picks. Yep, I was right about both of those words. Just text her and say it's rape. It's all men until I rape you.
Make sure you keep an extra close eye on your bushes around your house, bitch.
The thing that's weird about her is if I said that to her, she would laugh about it. I don't know. She makes this weird exception for me. It's that girl that I texted on the stream one time and said, why do you think all dudes are like misogynistic, but you let me off the hook? I think she ended up telling me it's because she says with me, it's probably just narcissism instead of actual.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was on the stream for that. We used the special word chauvinist.
Yeah, and she didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, because she's fucking retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, she lets me off the hook with this stuff. And I don't know. I'm not going to argue about it. It gets me nudes. Like, I accept the fact that she lets me off the hook. But for some reason, and I make fun of her. Like, I everything she posts that's stupid, I like it. And she knows that I'm liking it because I think it's stupid. She'll never argue with the stuff about me. That's why she won't come on the stream. Like, there was one time I got her to agree to come on the stream, and then the day of, she flaked. And I know she won't do it because she knows I'll make fun of her for this stuff. And she doesn't actually want to talk to me about it because she knows I'll body her and she doesn't want to have her shit challenged. And then I think she knows what would happen is that I would body her and then she would be even more attracted to me. And she would have to come to terms with the fact that, that's like her thing, but she doesn't want to admit that. I don't know. I have no idea what it is.
Dude, imagine how about the comment section would body her on this.
Oh, dude. Jim, it would literally just be Jim himself. That's all it would take. It would just be Jim destroying her.
And Jim's just cracking his knuckles like, let's go. I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
I know, I've heard this theory recently So you know how girls run around talking about how there's the patriarchy and the patriarchy oppresses them and controls them and keeps them down, and that's obviously not true. I heard this theory that it's some kind of reverse psychology. That's actually what girls want.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like women love
They
toxic masculinity.
they want the patriarchy to oppress them, but they don't want to say that. So the way they say it is that this is happening. I swear it's happening, but it's not actually happening, but they want it to happen. Like it's almost like they're kind of subconsciously putting it out into the air, hoping that it happens.
Well, yeah, it's like subconsciously they want to feel like they're in control, but they want to be controlled in reality.
Jim, this might be the worst comment you've ever put here. I don't like the Papa Jim thing. You can't use that ever again. I also don't like the term busted open. It just sounds gross. Like what does busting it open actually mean?
It sounds sweaty.
It sounds like they're breaking something. Like when a girl busts it open. That's what I'll text her and ask her. Papa Jim. That's the worst comment. Bust that pussy open. I don't know if I've heard what song is it?
Is it pop that pussy? I've heard pop that pussy.
What does that mean too, though?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Just pop that pussy, dude.
All right, let me get to her in my text. God, when's the last time I texted her? Here she is. All right. Hey, when people say pop that pussy,
Or busted it wide open.
what does that mean?
How do you interpret that?
I'm gonna say I'm being so serious too, because she's gonna think I'm joking. Like, does it just mean like pull it out?
That's what I would think. But like you don't hear that term like guys have like whip it out, you know.
Ask her if she would let you come inside her while you beat her with a baseball bat. For some reason, I first read it as basketball bat, and I thought that was pretty funny. All right, well, let's see what she says. Yeah, I don't know what it means. Like, does it mean does it just mean like presenting it? Like, are you just pulling it out?
I always think it's like a stripper, like she's on the pole and she like slides down the pole really slowly and opens her legs. Like that's what I think popping that pussy is.
Yeah, but that's just like doing a stripper move. That's just dancing. Which, by the way, stripper moves I always hated. When I did date a stripper, I was always telling her, I'm like, I don't think guys actually care that you could do like stripper moves. The stripper moves are honestly, that's actually something that girls do for other girls. Like I was like, dude, you can literally just stand on the stage naked and not move, and guys would still throw money at you.
Yeah, the best move they do, like I don't care about anything that happens on the pole. The best move they do is when they slide down the pole and they start like smacking their ass on the stage and shit. That's the best move.
Yeah, a lot of it really is like that's when girls are actually doing like they're doing it for their coworkers. Like it's just them like doing silly kind of moves. There's a lot of silly stripper moves that I learned when I was taking her to work and like going in there and shit. And I was like, why do you guys like it's almost unattractive to me, some of the moves they do. I'm like, I would literally rather you just kind of stand up there and do like minimal, just kind of minimal moving to the music. Like you don't need to be doing all that. Ask her if she would like if you sent her a video doing the helicopter. She honestly would. Again, this is the same girl that asked why I didn't send her pictures of my dick. My favorite is when you get a private dance. You just...
rape.
Oh no. You'd get thrown out real quick. The booths are very small, but it's only a curtain. So like if the girl were to yell, like a security guard would hear it and they would come
Not
back.
the ones in Frisco. Have you ever been to a strip club in Frisco?
No, I have not.
They have whole rooms with beds back there.
Are they like soundproof though?
I don't know if they're soundproof, but like there's the curtain. Like in Frisco, there's the curtains, and then if you go back further, you get like 2 VIP rooms that have like beds in them.
And it's funny how they'll say like, you know, like you're not supposed to do anything to the strippers, but it's like, bro, you guys are
Oh,
like,
then what the fuck is the bed doing there? Like, of course.
yeah, it's like you guys are like encouraging it at this point. I'm sure the functional use is actually so the dude can like lay down and the girl just does stuff on top of the dude. At the club that I used to go to, it literally it looked like photo booths. It was just like you'd go and there was a back hallway and lining the hallway was these booths and it was just curtains. And you'd open the curtain and it would be just like it looked more like a dressing room. That's the way I would describe it. It looked like a
Yeah,
dressing
that's what it
room.
is at the Centerfold in Sacramento.
Yeah, a dressing room with a curtain. And then at the very end of the hall, there was a smoker's room, and that's where it's funny. You'd go stand in there and smoke, and you'd just be standing in there with like 6 naked chicks, like because I'd go hang out in there, so I'd smoke a lot of cigarettes, and it would just be like me and my naked girlfriend, and then like 5 other naked chicks, and we'd just be sitting there smoking cigarettes, and I was like, this isn't that bad. I'm kind of cool with this.
Yeah,
And
that's
we'd
a
just
good
be
time.
talking about the weather and gas prices, and it's just girls are just naked, just hanging out.
Yeah, I think the first time we went to Centerfolds, like we stayed until they closed. It was me, one of the brothers we were talking about, Billy Missler, some other people, and we stayed until they closed. And like once they closed, one of the strippers came and like sat down at her table, and she was sitting there for like 5 minutes. We were talking, shooting the shit and everything, and then they turned the lights on in the club. And this stripper went from being a 10 to like a 7 instantly because you could see like all of her fucking scars and shit like that.
God, a scarred up stripper. That's the most depressing thing. I did get an answer, by the way. Jim is totally correct. That is probably the point of the beds. And I can tell you that yes, dudes do come in their pants during lap dances.
I've never even been close.
So it sounds like you were right. I said, hey, so what is when people say pop that pussy, what does it mean? She said it means dancing sexually. She said girls like sort of thrust aggressively forward.
Yeah, that's what I would think it would mean. I don't know how you would like outside of a strip club. I don't know how that'd be relevant, but
Weird. I don't like that terminology.
it's a good song though.
I would never tell a girl to pop that
Hey,
pussy.
baby, pop that pussy for me.
Ask her what busted open means. Okay, and then what does wait, is it busted open or
Yeah, bust it open, bust it wide open.
Is it busted wide open or bust that pussy?
Bust it wide open.
Okay, and then what does bust it wide open mean?
I think that means when you're like in doggy on the stage and you like spread your cheeks apart. I think that's what that means. I was right once. Let's see if I can keep this going.
Bust that pussy. Okay, that's the same thing as bust it wide open. Okay, now we're just being repetitive.
But yeah, dude, I remember the last time I went to a strip club was with my roommate, my degenerate fucking drunk roommate.
Awesome.
Who literally came into the shower. Okay, so one time I was taking a shit, right? Like we only had one shower in our house. And so I'm in there showering. I think I was like on my way to see my girlfriend or something. And my drunk ass roommate comes in and starts taking a shit in the bathroom while I'm in the shower.
Oh, so it smelled terrible.
Oh, dude, I'm like, get the fuck out. What are you doing? By the time I got out of the shower, he was passed out, like slumped over on the toilet seat, right? And then he fell off. He fell off the toilet seat. So he was just face down, ass up.
Oh, that is awesome.
And so I was pissed off. Because again, he's taking a shit while I'm trying to shower. So I took my dirty underwear and I just like left them over his face and then walked out.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to mix shit in the bathroom full of shower steam.
No.
Dude, she needs to hurry the fuck up and reply. The fact that she hasn't replied already is pissing me off. Did you rape it? Yeah, you should have raped him.
I should have. That would have been the ultimate fucking alpha move.
You should just fuck him. Is it alpha to fuck your passed out home in the ass, or is
Dude, that
it
might
gay?
be Sigma. That might be Sigma.
Is it Sigma or is it gay? These are the
I think it's
questions.
Sigma. I mean, it depends on what your reasoning behind it is.
I guess that's true. There was a band. I'm not going to say the band name because of this. There was a band, a local band, from Vacaville. They were older than me in my band, and they were weird. These were like two of the weird guys. Funnily enough, one of them is like normal now, and I'm somewhat friends with him. We follow each other on Instagram. I've hung out with him before, but this is back when he was like a college kid, and it was just a 2-person band. They were very like experimental, kind of screamo-ish, but like very bizarre. And rumor had it that there existed a Polaroid picture of one of them putting his dick in the other one's ass while he was passed out at a party.
Oh, dude, they're experimental in more than one way.
Yeah, and they got a Polaroid picture of it. And apparently, like, it wasn't even out of anything gay. Like, it just was because he thought it was funny. Like, it was just, like, kind of like we're saying, like, oh, my friend's passed out, I'll put my dick in his ass and take a picture of it. And it's like, bro, that's gay. But
Yeah, me and my friends did a lot of fucked up shit to each other when we were passed out drunk. That's not one of them. That would have ended a friendship.
Oh, yeah, I would have murdered. You would have to murder somebody.
I'd catch a charge for that.
You should have just told him you raped him, so he'd go his whole life not know. Yeah, you should have put something else in his ass so that he would wake up with it hurting, and then tell him that you fucked him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jim, if I actually fucked him, he'd know.
That way, you don't actually have to do it.
Next day.
Take like a toilet plunger, the handle of it, put it in his ass, just
Put
to make sure
splinters up his ass.
Yeah, just to
Can you
make sure,
imagine
because
how horrible
it's gotta hurt when he wakes up, so it's believable. It's got to be sore. And then when he wakes up and he's like, "Why the fuck does my ass hurt?" Be like, "Oh yeah, I fucked you when you were passed out on the
Don't
bathroom
ever take
floor."
a shit when I'm showering again, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, and if he passed out, he probably also didn't wipe. So, you know what? That might ruin it though, because then he'd see the shit on the toilet plunger handle. So you'd have to wash the toilet plunger
Oh,
handle.
yeah, I would have
off.
washed this. Obviously, I don't want to leave DNA evidence behind.
Yeah, these are big moves. Big alpha moves going on right here. Dude, she's seriously pissing me off. I'm about to call her and start cussing at her for not texting back right away.
You should call her and put it on speaker and just start cussing at her.
Oh, wasn't there some horror movie where someone shoved a broomstick up someone else's ass?
It was the movie Monster with Charlize Theron.
I never saw it.
Okay, that's what like puts her on her like killing streak. Is that yeah?
I remember a story about a girl from our high school. I don't know who it was. I have no idea who it was, but I just remember like hearing a rumor about a girl that used to do it with a broomstick.
Dude, it was one of the kind of hot, unpopular chicks. I know exactly who you're talking about. I just can't think of her name. She may or may not be a bartender at Luke's Lounge in Dixon.
I don't think I've ever been in Luke's Lounge.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, no, I knew I wasn't. Everyone talks about Luke's Lounge. If she texts me back, I'll call her. God, yeah. And I'm always half and half on calling her, because if I do call her, then she's going to want to talk like throughout the night. And actually, she might not. Sometimes she doesn't want to talk at all.
Just have her answer Jim's questions.
No, that's gay as hell. Haha. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Call her and tell her you want to come up. Hey, I want to come over and rape. But then she'd be giving permission for me to come over, so I don't think it would be the same. She probably knows I'm streaming. I think at this point she knows that I only send her retarded questions like that when I'm live streaming. Dude. I'm telling you, I'm going to start asking these girls. It's all men until it's no men. Like, oh, so you were real excited about the George Floyd news, right? One less man in the world.
Right?
That's what the logic that's what it should be. That's what it would be. One less man in the world to sexually assault people. You should be excited about the George Floyd news. About the George Floyd maxing.
That just makes it even more crazy. Like, they built statues for this guy, and he's a fucking, like, porn star robber.
Yeah, just a criminal. Ask her how pink it is. Well, she's Mexican. I don't think Mexicans have pink ones. Do they?
Depends on how south you go. There's a pocket in Mexico where it's just like hot, like light-skinned Latina chicks.
Tell her you're a visual learner. Yeah, I guess it would depend on how south you go. And some Mexican chicks are like white white as shit, anyways. But I mean,
Which
she's
is
not like
weird, is
white
you'd
as.
think the closer to the equator they get, the browner they're gonna be, but it's actually like the opposite. And I'm pretty sure it's because like Hitler and the Nazis went to South America and they fucked a bunch of Mexican chicks.
I could see that. That was their last way of spreading, like, the white genes across the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's still pockets in South America where it's predominantly like white Germans. Like there's villages where it's pure white Germans.
You're telling you're writing a paper about boobs, and you're a visual learner. The more Spanish Mexican chicks are super bad. Super bad in a good way or super bad in a bad way?
Dude, have you seen those videos where like they're on YouTube where guys are walking like what is it, red light district in Tijuana or whatever, and it's just fucking 10 out of 10 Mexican chicks all over the place.
No, I've only seen videos where guys go around. What's the place in LA where people go? Figueroa or whatever, Figueroa or Figueroa Street or whatever.
I don't know. I only really know about like Skid Row.
It's like Fig Street or whatever in Los Angeles. It's like known for prostitutes hanging out. No, it's not why. It's because Mexican people are half Indian, half Spanish, and the more white Mexicans are just more Spanish.
Because yeah, I guess people from Spain are more white, right?
Yeah. Mexicans are either direct relatives to the Aztecs, which is why some have no souls, and others are relatives to Spaniards who came over and fucked the Aztecs. Yeah, didn't the Aztecs like cut the hearts out of babies and shit?
Yeah, one dude came over and one Spanish explorer came over and completely just fucked up the Aztecs.
And it wasn't a lot either, right? Didn't he come over with like 12 people? And like one of them was probably had a limp, and one of them was probably gay or some shit, and they just destroyed the Aztecs because
Well,
the
yeah,
Aztecs.
one of them was probably carrying some disease that like they hadn't been exposed to yet, and just fucking wiped them all out that way.
And then was it the Aztecs that the other surrounding people were super hyped about them getting taken out because they were
Yeah,
like,
because
fuck
the
those
Aztecs
guys?
were assholes. Like
Yeah.
nobody liked the Aztecs.
Because they were probably cutting out baby hearts and shit. And
Probably, yeah.
all the like Native Americans and Indians and people like that, they were probably all fucking kids too. Like, let's be honest, they were all fucking teenagers.
Dude, they were savages.
Yeah.
That's why when everybody wants to say we're on stolen land, it's like, okay, well, they had this land for fucking thousands of years and they didn't do a quarter of what we did being there for 20 years.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm glad we stole the land. They had the land for that whatever amount of years, and yeah, they cut out hearts for the gods and fucked teenagers and like raped women and killed men.
Well, living in dung huts.
Yeah. Yes, Spain is in Europe. Okay, that's the most obvious thing that's been said so far, which is where we get all of our good shit, like Catholicism. Aztecs were so bad, the Native Americans literally fought side by side with the Spaniards, aka the colonizers. That Chad meme of a Spaniard saying, sorry, the human sacrifices are going to stop. Yeah, what's funny is all the people that cry and simp about that shit. It's like, bro, you guys are the first people that would be sacrificed to like the moon gods by these motherfuckers.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you would be the ones that they would come take out of your fucking teepee, and they would like rape your 14-year-old sister and then take you to I don't know, a piece of stone and set you down on it and crush your head for the moon god or
They'd be like,
something.
listen, you don't hunt, you don't gather, you don't basket weave.
If I throw this baby off a cliff or cut the heart out, surely it will make it rain, right? Yeah, imagine the logic in that, dude.
I just can't believe that we were so worried about like 2012 based off the Aztec calendar.
Oh yeah, I always thought that was hilarious when that shit was going on. That was like another Y2K.
Dude, that was our senior year of high school when that happened.
Yeah. People thought the world was going to end because the Aztec calendar ended in 2012, and it's like, bro, they just weren't smart enough to like they just stopped. Oh yeah, the Mayan calendar, that's what it was.
Yeah.
What? Okay, Jim, what's the difference, brother?
Between the Aztec no, the Yeah, I
It
don't
was
really
the
know.
it
I
was the
can't
Mayan
answer what the
calendar.
fucking difference is because I don't
Okay,
know.
Jim, so what do you like not? I think this goes to show that we are more racist than you. Jim's now, oh, there's a difference between Aztecs and Mayans. I don't give a
It's
fuck.
not.
They all fuck teenagers and threw kids off cliffs for the moon gods. Jim is suddenly like a a Native American sympathizer, Jim is suddenly like, you better respect the tribes. I respect the tribes and their differences of culture. Well,
Jim,
you
I
know
thought
what?
you were pure.
You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid.
Yeah, fuck you, Jim. Yeah, but they were two different and you. So now Jim. Oh, I respect the different civilizations. Oh, my name's Jim. I respect the dark skins in their civilizations and their
Hey, Jim,
differences.
if you want to get our respect back, you have to create a grinder now.
Yeah, Jim, you have to make the grinder now. It's the Indian and Jim turning up for his people. Yeah, Jim's going full heel on us. This
Dude,
is a
that
full
blood's getting
heel
hot.
turn. Dude, Jim, you know what I think you are?
Nigger.
Jim's family probably from Oaxaca or something. I study history so I can be racist more accurately. You don't know history because you are a retard. No, Jim, I know my people's
Jim,
history.
I know that my people are still around, okay? And those fucking Aztecs and fucking, what were we talking about? The Mayans, they're no longer around. You know why? Because they're little bitches.
Jim,
And
are
they
you
couldn't
having
handle the-
sex with a Mayan chick?
They couldn't handle the fucking flu. I've gotten the flu 3 times this year.
Is this what's going on, Jim? Jim's got to be having sex with a Mayan chick. I'm not an Aztec
She's
or
black.
Mayan. No, Jim is currently in love with a Mayan chick. That's got to be what's going on.
Jim's getting fucking dental care from some tribe.
I have white skin. I'm not shit. Okay, now Jim's coming back. Now Jim is
Thought we lost you there, buddy.
yeah, I thought someone stole your phone for a minute.
I thought Jim was simping.
Now Jim's Mayan girlfriend is going to be pissed though that he just called him shit skins. Is that how many asterisks there? Yeah, SHIT. I have to take my mouse, the cursor, and put it over the asterisks from Jim's messages to count the amount of characters. My mother has blue eyes, but lick my balls and call me daddy. That's also gay though.
Thought we were calling you Papa.
Yeah, what happened to Papa
Make up
Jim?
your fucking mind.
What is that one message? Let me go back to it.
I'm gonna turn my video off for 1 second. I'm still here.
Yeah, Papa Jim is horny and ready to rape. Yeah, what happened to Papa Jim? Dude, you could turn the camera off on the restream. Oh, that's probably what you're doing on the restream thing.
Fucking try. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
Go fetch Papa Jim another beer or I'll rape you. Don't you mean go fetch Papa Jim another Mayan chick? Because you're in love with Mayan girls?
Did the Mexican girl ever hit you back?
No, she's pissing me off. I looked up what it meant to bust it wide open. I'd rather her just say what it means, but it sounds like they're similar.
I'm 2 for 2.
She is flaky with texts. Like she just won't text back usually. But then if you call her, she'll sit on the phone with you for like 10 hours. Which also annoys me. I would rather you just text me and like send me nudes and get it over with.
That would annoy the fuck out of me. If I haven't nutted inside you, I'm not fucking talking to you on the phone.
For me, it just depends on, like, if I don't know if I want to talk, I will. Double text the bitch. I haven't double texted a girl since Courtney Briggs, and that didn't go so well. I'm kidding. I didn't even actually double text her. That's why
It's
I
a
can't.
shame too, dude, because I like you so much better for her than her current boyfriend.
That's why I can't ever talk to her, because she left my message on red years ago, and I can't double text her. And yeah, I would be better, even though I'm like objectively and factually a loser. I would be better for her than her current boyfriend. Her current boyfriend is a loser who plays golf.
Yeah, he a bitch.
Hey, whatever happened to that Hayden McDougal guy? I just realized that guy's Instagram is gone. I know that guy got slapped and his whole career was basically over. Jim,
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I didn't know that was his real name, but yeah, after he got slapped, it was
look and see if they have the sound for "She Was a Whore" from The Sopranos. Let me try to find it. Yeah, Jim, I would imagine you know who that guy is. His name was Woman Propaganda on Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got slapped and literally just kind of walked away. He cowered in fear. If I look up "She Was a Whore," nothing comes up. But if you look up Sopranos, a lot of stuff comes up. So who knows? And these are all pretty loud, so just deal with it.
Oh.
All I know is you never had to make.
What's this?
Kid was always a dumb fuck, though, wasn't it?
I don't think they have it because it would be in the title if they did. I could always get it, obviously, or make it myself.
How about that prick's face when he saw the gat?
It would take me 2 years, like it does for me to do anything that takes 30 seconds. Ralph Cifaretto from the... Yeah, he made his own website. I was wondering where he went, so I looked it up. He has his own website. Probably a better idea because that was all the comments on his Instagram were the, gifs of people slapping someone. Just type in Ralph Cifaretto. Let me see.
Be funny. He was like a gay porn star and just made you pull it up. Just some dude with a gaping asshole.
No, nothing comes up when I type up that name. Like nothing at all. There's a sound. Or no, that's Ralph Phone Guy. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I would have to make the sound myself, Jim.
I bet you I can replicate it right now. She was a fucking whore.
Jim, rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. I never watched The Sopranos, so you can...
I've seen a few episodes, and that's how, like, the main guy says shit, so...
I would assume that that guy's Italian?
Yeah.
He fucked a black chick and posted him laying in bed with her. Oh, I saw that too. And that girl wasn't even hot. And he tried to defend it by saying he was like colonizing a black chick or something.
Nah, dude, you woke up with that stink dick. Don't lie.
That girl looked like she smelled really bad too. Yeah, I do remember that because I used to follow that guy just because he was kind of funny. And then he got slapped and it got really bad. And then he fucked the black chick and posted. And it was like, bro, why would you post this?
Oh, dude, he fucking spiraled then. If he got slapped and then fucked a black chick, like that's twice against your brand.
Yeah, he posted it himself. And then
that's 2 strikes.
And when people called him out for it, he tried to say, no, that was me colonizing her. I'm spreading my white genes to her or something.
A, she was a hooah.
Like, oh, that he says hooah?
She was a hooah. B, she was a hooah. She was a hooah.
That'd be a terrible soundbite because anyone who hasn't seen The Sopranos, which I know is a minority, but they wouldn't know what that guy's even saying.
She was a hooah.
She was a hooah.
Why does he say it like that?
I think I fucking said it better.
Nick Fuentes has a funny clip talking about, imagine marrying a black chick and your son is half black. Who's this black guy in my house?
Yeah, that'd be fucking weird.
Actually, I got a clip that Jim sent me that was really good.
Because, like, have you seen interracial kids? Like, they don't look like either parent. It's fucking weird.
Jim, I'm going to pull up the Double D clip you sent me. Because I thought that one was pretty good. It was like on par with the SpongeBob one. And when I say the SpongeBob one, you guys will know what I'm talking about when I pull this up.
So this is where we get, have you ever heard someone say, don't Jew me out of my money, don't Jew me out of whatever. You know, this is where that This is where that age-old anti-Semitic stereotype comes from. It's 'cause this is what they're always doing. What is Jew synonymous with as a verb? It means to cheat, lie, act in bad faith, as though it's second nature, without remorse or shame, without scruples. Where do you think that comes from? I love when the ADL and the Jews come out and they say, for 2,000 years, it's the oldest form of hatred. It's like, okay, so how do you think everybody arrives at the same conclusion? It's like everybody in every nation in all times for thousands of years eventually comes to the conclusion that Jews always act in bad faith.
Wait, what is Protomax talking about?
Yeah, I can't think of it either. But yeah, no, it's funny because Ed and Eddie was basically a show of like 3 Jewish kids. That's just like their whole. I don't even know if they were supposed to be Jewish, but their whole goal in that show is to fucking make money.
Well,
and
Eddie
scam people.
Eddie might have been Jewish, but Ed and Double D definitely weren't.
Ed was a short one, right?
No, Eddie was the short one that always wanted the money.
Okay.
Eddie was always after the quarters. Ed was the tall, retarded one, and then Double D was the guy with the beanie.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
they're
those-
bringing that show back, and I'm really bummed out because you know they're gonna make one of them fucking autistic. Like you know it's gonna be a whole plot of an episode that Double D is gonna be autistic.
Oh, dude, we should have a bet pool on that. Like, is one going to be gay, black, or a bet pool? Or like, yeah.
I think Double D is gonna be autistic, and it's gonna be like the whole plot of at least one episode that Double D is gonna find out he's autistic, and that's why he's so smart.
No, we call it neurodivergent now.
Yeah, we call it faggotry. The mixed kids also look like retards. Like, have you seen the black kids that are mixed and look like retards? Hold on, Jim. I'm just sorry. The way that you worded the mixed kids also look like retards. Like, have you seen the black kids that are mixed and look like retards? Because they have whiter skin but big ass noses and.
Oh, that Jim makes that
money.
comment
Or wait,
5
no.
minutes after defending the Aztecs.
I can read it because they have whiter skin but big ass noses and hair. Don't type that word in because Dixon Sider might just accidentally say it. He said that interracial kids don't look like either parent. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, I'm an interracial kid.
Oh yeah, your dad's Mexican, right?
Yeah, I just kind of got lucky, I think, and looked just like my mom.
But that's acceptable, dude. If I bred like some hot ass Latina, I would hope my kid looks like fucking Cristiano Ronaldo or some shit. But
Jim, I can't say it until I'm like established. That's the whole point. You can't say it until you're established. That's literally why I have the sound. So I don't have to say it. Once I'm established, then I can say it. Like Howard Stern didn't go around saying that shit when he had 4 listeners. I've got 2 people in chat. If I said it right now, it would just be like suicide. I would just never take off. What I need to do is amass a following. You know, once I have like 100,000 people watching, then I say it and then I piss them off and like half of them leave. But then the people that stay, I know are dedicated and hardcore.
oh
That's
yeah,
how
and they're gonna tell their friends about it too. Like you replace those people instantly.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. If I ever
I
got
was
on the
just
show,
jeopardizing my job last week.
Jim, I'd bring you on as a caller. I'd bring you on audio, so that way you could say it all you want. I mean, we could. You're black. You'd be on audio only. You would literally.
Yeah, Jim
would
gave me the pass.
Yeah, you'd just be black.
Dude, did you hear that Shannon Elizabeth? I told you this. Shannon Elizabeth's gonna start an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm so fucking excited.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm not
It
gonna
was-
pay for that shit, but I'm definitely gonna look up the leaks.
Yeah, you'll be able to find the leaks after like a week, I'm sure.
I hope she gets nasty too. Like she's 52. The older the berry, the
Honestly?
sweeter the juice.
Honestly, she probably won't get that gross because she won't have to. What is that fucking sound?
What sound?
I don't know. It sounds like somebody's like scratching a guitar chord, or a guitar string. Like when you rub your pick against the low guitar string. Does anybody else hear that, or is that just
I
in my
think
head?
you're having flashbacks from your fucking guitar days.
I don't know. Someone else tell me if they hear that or if it's just me. But anyways, shit, what was I saying?
Shannon Elizabeth something.
Oh yeah, hold on, yo shit, it's Papa Jimmy Daquan Martin. Jim, why don't you just change your name to Jimmy Daquan Martin so that everyone who does show up knows that you're black? Okay, Protomax, here's the noise. Dude, it's got, I don't know what that is. Are you like, I don't know, are you touching your camera or something?
No, I'm gonna mute it and see if it's coming from me. Hang on.
You're not mute.
Oh fuck.
You're still not muted.
Did it stop?
No, it didn't stop, but you never muted. Let me mute. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah, mute me.
Yeah, it's you.
Dude, what the fuck?
Jim says it sounds like someone fart. It almost sounds like you're just like scratching your microphone or something. Like it sounds like, you know, like that kind of noise. I don't know. Shit, my baby mama pregnant again. I'm leaving that bitch. Yeah, Jim, you should just change your name in chat to Jimmy Daquan Martin.
George Droid.
Hey, bro, I can share your stream in a kick. Oh, God, I thought that was Jim. God, kick spam really got me. I literally thought it was Jim about to offer to share our stream in a kick community for some reason. Steven Smith.
Rape, 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 rape.
There's a baby cockroach in Dix Insider's mic.
Dude, now I'm fucking freaking out. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Dix Insider is being hacked by Netanyahu. Let me make a call real quick. Jim should be able to handle this pretty quick. Jim is good friends with Netanyahu.
Get back to work, Matt Walsh. Get back to work. Do not criticize Israel.
It only happened like after you got up to do something, I think.
You still hear it?
Not right now.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that could be.
It's probably just something gay. It's always something gay.
It's always something gay.
Dude, I have not worked on editing that video at all.
What, the one with the interview, the rock star?
Yeah, I pulled it up and I started for like literally I did one little thing on it and then I made the thumbnail instead. That's how I spent yesterday. So I'm probably just gonna spend all day tomorrow editing it and I'll have it done. It's not gonna take long anyways. I want to rape Stephen A. Smith and peel his face off with a fillet knife and wear his face like a funny little mask. Stephen Smith. Are you saying Steven? Did I just insert the A in there for no reason?
I think he's talking about Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about Stephen A. Smith. I'm hit or miss with Stephen A. Smith. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's not. I did love that mess up when he talked about Charlie Kirk when he was talking about football.
Oh, he meant to say Christian Kirk and he was like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, people made a lot of great edits of that. Is that Steph chick? I mean, I could probably get her back on anytime. Yeah, she's always down to come on.
That was funny as fuck too because I think they were talking about the trade. Like Christian Kirk went to the 49ers, who's on the team with
I didn't. Yeah, I forgot the kick spam bot up here. It was named Stephen Smith. Dude, anything that happens on the stream, anything I said 20 seconds ago, I completely forget about it within the next 20 seconds. So, but yeah, what were we saying?
That was super funny too because like Christian Kirk went to the 49ers where Nick Bosa is, and Nick Bosa is notoriously the most racist player in the NFL. Like, if you look at his sack statistics, he does well against black quarterbacks.
That's how Jim would be if Jim played in the NFL.
Yeah, just fucking that. He goes fucking Super Saiyan, dude.
Yeah, because you are mentally handicapped. Yeah, I am mentally handicapped, but I'm honest about it. What are you asking about the Steph chick, though? That's what I'm mostly curious about.
He wants to see those titties.
But yeah, no, yeah, I can get her on the stream anytime. She's cool. We're cool. Nick
Nick Bosa is a
Bosa.
fucking patriot, dude.
Nick Bosa. You guys see that clip of Sneeko getting attacked?
By who?
Just some guy. Hold on, I'm gonna watch it.
That motherfucker can take a punch too, because like some MMA fighter beat the shit out of him.
Oh, it was not just a punch, dude. Hold on, let me pull it up. By the way, this picture is not the clip. This is just I have to start off on the next one, but this happened on live stream.
You did.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, someone just took him down.
What the?
Hey, bro. Bro, what the bro?
Yeah, he was just walking down the street on live stream, which honestly is kind of stupid if you're like, you know,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
be
know,
aware
like,
of your surroundings.
yeah, and you should just be
Like,
aware
dude,
of
that
who you
motherfucker
are.
got his phone punched into his face.
No, I want to know if she's for real about that. Oh yeah, I really should fucking hit her up about that. I already forgot about that.
Who, Francis?
Yeah, the girl that I've had on the stream twice now, she dated him.
She dated fucking Francis?
Yeah, she's been around the block. She that makes her sound like she's a whore. She's dated like rock stars and shit. But this is one of them. This is why you carry a gun. Yeah, and that's just also why you be aware. Like he literally was just face buried in phone, and it's bro. Like he knows who he is. Like you know, people don't like you in the world. Like I'm sure he gets his fair share of death threats. Like you can't just be walking down the street like that. With
Yeah,
your
you
face.
think Andrew Tate's fucking walking down the street with his phone buried in his face?
Yeah, no. Unless he's like surrounded by security. But if you're like in this case, he's obviously not surrounded by security. So just, make sure you're paying attention. Because that dude walked right up to him.
Dude,
Like,
he fucking missed.
Yeah, he did miss. Like, but he brought him. It looked like he hit him with the clothesline.
He hit him with
which
the clothesline from hell, dude. JBL would be proud.
Yeah, hit him with the JBL, which is pretty funny. And then it looks like he brought him down and probably had him in a chokehold. Because he definitely got him in a chokehold.
He falls over his bag too.
Yeah. One of the captions said that he got knocked out, which I don't really believe. I'm sure that was just kind of like a clickbaity thing.
He might have gotten choked out.
And then Protomax, I don't know if you're here, but one of the topics I was going to bring up with you is that Rob Van Dam is starring in a movie, and the movie looks like it's going to be fucking terrible. He's going to be in a remake of Night of the Living Dead, which I don't know why they're remaking Night of the Living Dead. I think they changed
now too.
I think they changed the black dude to a black chick in the movie too, so it's probably going to be gay as fuck, honestly.
Right, I'll be right back. I gotta piss.
Yeah, it just shows how easy it would be to kidnap Sneeko and rape him. I don't really like Sneeko. I don't like Sneeko because he had that beef with Brandon Buckingham. And if Brandon Buckingham has beef with you, I can't rock with you anymore. Night of the Rape Dead. I also didn't watch Brandon's recent video, but I did see I saw a clip from it. He did a video with the Kia Boys, and it honestly, it's like score one for the racist people, dude. That shit looked like it was crazy. I'm kind of tired of that genre, though, of Brandon Buckingham just hanging out with gangsters and shit. Like, it's kind of gotten old at this point. I wish he would go back to just doing comedy. Evil Dead Rise was asked. Yeah, I was not a fan of Evil Dead Rise. And yes, the 2013 remake is awesome. Those are both super true. But she got raped by tree vines. That's how she got possessed. Yeah, I saw Rise in theater with my sister, and then the remake. I don't remember when I saw the remake, but I had the remake on Blu-ray. Yeah, it's like every video now he just goes to somewhere in the ghetto and just hangs out with ghetto black people, and that's they're all presented as kind of documentary. So yeah, he did a video with
Sneeko still.
What?
Are you talking about Sneeko still?
No, I went to Brandon Buckingham. How pretty much all of his videos now are just him going to like the ghetto somewhere and hanging out with ghetto black people.
Okay, so he's taking the Danny Mullen route.
It's not even the Danny Mullen route because he's kind of doing it as like almost they're almost like documentaries. Like he's just kind of Jim says he's glorifying it. I've seen some people say he's exposing it and showing people what's out there, but you could look at it either way. They're kind of almost like little documentaries. Trailer for the new one is coming out soon. Okay, I didn't even know the trailer was coming out soon. I knew there was a new one coming out. Is it Burn? Is it like Evil Dead Burn or something? But Danny Mullen also put out 2 new videos on his old channel, and he took down the banner on his old channel. When he put up that banner that said "Rest in Peace" and it had the years, he took that down, and he has since uploaded 2 new videos. So some people think he's already giving up on the new channel and just going back to the old channel, and he's just gonna pretend like this whole thing never happened.
Well, yeah, the new channel doesn't get any views.
I noticed that the new channel really didn't take off. I mean, I can't talk about taking off, but it's been a couple weeks, months.
Well, yeah, the last one that he did was the gold video, and the first one he did was the skate video, and they only have like 10,000 views.
Right now, I'm on the new channel. It's got 14.7 thousand subscribers. The skate video has 70,000 views, and the gold one has 51,000 views.
Okay,
And the skate video came out a month ago. So we got 70K views in a month.
Yeah, not great by his standards, or what he was pulling in his prime. That's not good.
And all of them are the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you watch the videos on the new channel, I've seen the gold one. I didn't watch the skate one, but yeah, it's basically the same thing that he's doing on his normal channel. Like he goes to like a gold mining town. And
It's the same stuff, except he adds the little narration parts over it where he just kind of recites little fun facts, and he acts like they're history documentaries.
Yeah.
Supposedly all the deleted videos are on his Patreon, so he's putting the classics. Yeah, that's how he's been doing it for years. Like, okay, so I watched, he put up a video on his old channel a couple days ago, where he went to a vegan convention or something.
Yeah, the video sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't very good, but he promoted the Patreon, and drinking in Charlie's backyard during coronavirus is on his Patreon. So that's how he's making money, is he's putting his good stuff on Patreon, and people are paying $7 a month to watch his old videos. That's definitely the only way he's making money now, is people wanting to watch the good stuff. But yeah, I noticed he has now uploaded two new videos to the old channel, and the banner with the "Rest in Peace" thing is gone. Like it's like I said, some people think he's gonna just try to pretend like this whole thing never happened because the new channel didn't take off after a month like he thought it would.
I don't get just doing both. Like that's your whole thing is streaming.
That's what I would fucking say, dude. Just do both channels. Just take views from 2 channels. It can't hurt. Maybe one of them pops off and the other one doesn't, or
Well, yeah, funnel one audience into the other.
That's like fucking impossible. At least like cross-platform, I guess. And I think even one channel to the other would be kind of hard. But
I would think it'd be harder first starting out, but like if you're already like he's pretty established. Like yeah, he hasn't had much growth in the past few years, but he's already an established YouTuber. So I would think that he would have better results.
Yeah, he should start another podcast with Adam22. That's what the fans need.
That's what did him in.
Yeah. No. Jim knows the whole story. Yeah, I always like the debate of what happened to him. I tend to think it was just a combination of age and money. I think Adam22 was a contributing factor that made him seem like a faggot. I don't think she's quite the Yoko Ono that everyone thinks she was, because he was with her before he introduced her on the channel. Like he was with her when he was still making really good videos for a while.
I think Holly Day was the fucking kryptonite for that.
Oh, I liked Holly Day for a short time. And then I forgot her name. That's her name. I think one of the reasons he tried to get into doing the political videos is because, remember, he took Holly Day down to the border and she got the border patrol agent to show her.
Yeah. Yep.
That kind of got big, and like it was on The Blaze and it was on like the Daily Wire covered it, and I think he thought, oh, I could do the political comedy thing, like, and then it just never took off again. But
well, Well, then
One of
shortly
those
after that, he
funny-
went on Adam 22's podcast and was talking about like her eating Adam 22's ass while he was dating her. So I don't think that was very popular.
One of the things that's funny is so Holly Day has since quit porn and now she just does like cooking on Instagram. She's like a food person on TikTok and Instagram. And she got her own form of like a cancellation because her new fans discovered her video with Danny Mullen where she got the border patrol agent to show his dick. And this was during all the Minnesota ICE stuff. So people thought she was an ICE supporter because she went and did a video with ICE. And I was like, well, it was her talking. They were talking shit about Border Patrol and was saying, look how stupid they are. They're pulling their dicks out for porn stars.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me that like people that watch that video and are fans of Holly Day are like that upset about like it's weird.
Oh yeah, her fans. She had to turn off her comments on her Instagram and shit. People are such fucking faggots. Fumbling Mia had to take some type of toll on him. Yeah, I follow Mia on the Instagram, on the disco Instagram, and she has certainly like
Eclipsed him.
No, not eclipsed him, but she definitely like kind of sucked off some of his status, and now she went to Coachella. Especially when they found out she was supposedly an escort. Yeah, I remember that was awesome. A great story too. The rumor that came out that she was an escort while he was with her. She's a weird looking chick. I would fuck her, of course.
Oh, dude, she's hot as fuck. Yeah.
She's weird though. Like her face is very strange. Like sometimes it's not hot, but everything
It depends on
from
how
the-
she wears her makeup.
So everything from the neck down is like fucking 11 out of 10. But when it comes to the neck up, it depends on the picture you're looking at. There are some pictures I've seen where it's like, okay, she's hot. And then there are some pictures I've seen where it's like, no way. But
No, she looks really good in his videos.
yeah, no, either way, I would definitely shit out a log and freeze it and fuck her butt cheeks with it.
Oh, I'd hide in the bushes.
Oh yeah, I'd be hiding in the bushes outside of her apartment for sure.
I just tell her we're shooting a scene.
You just pay her if she's an escort. You just give her 10K, and you just take her to Thailand, or no, what is it? Take her to Dubai. That's what it sounds like. I think that's what people said was going on. She was like going to Dubai with rich dudes or some shit.
Taking that Dubai chocolate.
Dude, she's and what's funny is if you do follow her on Instagram, it does almost look like she's gotten hotter since she was with Danny.
Well, yeah, the more fame you get, the more plastic surgery you can have.
Maybe that's what it is. Because yeah, no. So like, here's a picture of her on Instagram, and it's her face. She's hot as shit. Yeah, dude, I almost swear she like looks different somehow. Like she does look hotter than when she was on Danny's channel.
Can you show the picture?
What? Oh yeah, you want to pull them up?
Yeah, pull it up.
I always thought she was cool. She seemed down for the cause.
Wait, that's her? That's
Yeah.
not her.
Doesn't she look different?
That's not the same chick.
Yes, it is.
That's Holly Day?
No, we're talking about Mia.
Oh, Mia. Okay.
Wait, Jim, were you talking about Mia or Holly Day? I mean, she doesn't look like she got implants or anything. Holly Day got lipo, that's for sure, because she's skinny as fuck now. And she doesn't go by Holly Day anymore.
She does on Pornhub. Not that I would know or anything.
I have seen one of her videos. Okay, Jim's talking about Mia. Yeah. To me, Mia looks like she got hotter since her time on the channel. I always liked her. A lot of people always hated her, but I thought she was cool because she was down for the cause. Like she was in his videos and she played characters and played roles and shit. I'm sure you could argue it's because she wanted to get popular. Jim, do you remember her podcast with her cousin that was very short-lived and maybe like the worst podcast of all time? She did like I subscribed to it on YouTube. See, like in this picture, okay, I would argue she's not like this picture. She doesn't look that hot.
No.
Something looks weird about her face, right? That's what I'm saying. In some pictures she is, and then in some pictures she's not. But then in this picture, she's hot as shit. She's kind of a different angles type, like one of those girls that you got to see the right picture. A lot of the Manson girls are like that. Some of the Manson girls, they're a more wide spectrum though. Some of the Manson girls you'll see a picture of and they're fucking hideous, and then you'll see a picture of and they're hot as shit. It's very strange.
Well, yeah, when you haven't showered for like 5 days and
Jim, I'm not saying she's ugly. I don't know why you keep coming at me like I'm saying she's ugly. I'm just saying in some pictures, like she's just got weird angles of her face or whatever. People hated her because Danny's fan base was a bunch of literal incels. Yeah, I can see that. Her mom's Asian. Is that the justification for some of her angles of her face look kind of weird? I do feel like some of Danny's fans are weird with girls. There's one guy in Casper's chat who the one time me and Casper and Annie tried to do a stream together, which I will admit was really bad. Annie and Casper had no chemistry at all, and it was super awkward, and it was a terrible idea.
You sent me that fucking still image of it, and Annie looks so fucking pissed.
It was a terrible idea, but we tried it. Me and Casper knew it didn't work, but there's one person in Casper's chat who, like, I was like, I don't think this guy's ever seen a girl before. Like, it was really weird, and it was super, like, all he could talk about was, like, sexual questions with Annie, which I get being funny. Like, that's fine. Like, you know, I know Casper's chat or Danny Mullen fans that are kind of harsh. That's kind of like their thing, but... And then I went to the subreddit, and Casper posted something in the subreddit, and this same guy on subreddit posted some kind of sex thing about Annie again, and I was like, oh, this is that same fucking guy from his YouTube chat. Like, he's now in the subreddit. It was very strange. He's been in our chat. He's the guy that came on last week and got in our chat and said, where's Casper? And then said he didn't like you. It was that guy.
Because I'm balding.
Which, by the way, he unsubscribed after that, which is fine. I don't like that guy. I would imagine it's like a 16-year-old, and he just like thinks he's being funny by talking shit, but like not in the Jim way. Like, Jim talks shit in a funny way. This guy is just like kind of obnoxious. Literally came over to my channel and said, where's Casper? And I'm like, go to Casper's fucking channel, you faggot. Like, this guy clearly has a crush on Casper. And then he was like, call Casper. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling Casper. Like, you have a crush on this guy. Like, you can go to his channel and watch his stuff. Like, you're on my channel. Like, I don't just have Casper on all the time.
You know what we should call people like that?
Faggots?
We should say they fizzed out.
Yeah, that'd be the new term for crashing out.
They fizzed out.
Annie's still around. She flaked on the last two. No, she flaked on 2 streams, and then last, couple days ago on Wednesday, I had to interview that guy. So we still stream on Wednesday. She's just been flaking. 3 weeks ago, her aunt or her cousin had a baby, and then 2 weeks ago she was sick, and then just this recent Wednesday, I had to interview that guy. So she's still around. She'll be back on next Wednesday, I'm sure, unless some other bullshit comes up. But
yeah, what a lame excuse, Annie. Like, my stepdad died last Friday. I was still on the fucking stream.
Yeah, when she gets on a flaking roll, she does get on a flaking roll. I think the last time she was only tried to follow Roblox. No, she's been on since then, but it was probably like a week or 2 after that. That was the last time she's been on. But no, we're still gonna do Wednesdays.
Do you remember when you were doing Monkey and you came across that guy who said he was an OnlyFans star and that he would just send chicks like a fucking clean STD test and a picture of his dick?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to do that to Shannon Elizabeth.
I don't believe that guy.
I don't know, man, because it's like, how else do they do it?
Well, you do it by...
like personal connections?
Yeah, so chances are, if you want to start off as an OnlyFans, especially as a dude, you probably have to have a girlfriend. So, like, it'd be like me and my girlfriend are going to start doing OnlyFans, and then once I make a name for myself, I can start, and then me and the girlfriend break up, I can start reaching out to other girls.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm definitely dumping, like, once we hit it big, I'm definitely dumping the girlfriend.
Yeah, this guy was just telling me, like, dude, just start messaging girls out of nowhere. And I'm like, bro, I can't even get girls to send me pictures of their cleavage to use for a YouTube channel because I've got no clout. Like, I can't even get girls that I'm friends with that I talk to like take a picture of themselves in a bikini for me to use as like, that's what I've been trying to do for months now.
Dude, the girl that discovered me from work.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I'd get her to be our Disco Acid Cult TV girl, but I'm also the boss, so
yeah, that's
kind of weird.
Gonna make her wear lingerie or something. I don't think I'm at the point with her where I could tell her to wear less. Like what she was wearing on the stream when she came on that last time, that's kind of like what she looks like all the time. And we're definitely not at the point where I could say like, hey, wear less than that, or even tell her what to wear. And if there was any girl that I would get on with less clothing, it'd be that Hannah Dallas chick. That'd be the one.
I knew that was going to come back to that. I was waiting to say it.
If I could get Hannah Dallas to come on wearing minimal clothing, it would be perfect. But she's a million times out of my league, so there's no way I could be telling her what to wear.
Dude, she's not a million times. I'm telling you, she's not a million times out of your league.
She's way too hot for me.
She's maybe like fucking at the most 10 times out of your league.
And she knows she is. That's the problem. She knows she is. And, I mean, she literally said it herself. You have to be in a certain tax bracket for her to like waste time on you.
She was on your. She was wasting time on you because she was on your stream. So
she only came on my stream because she said I'm the first person that ever hit her up to interview her about her music.
Yeah, you're probably the first guy that's ever cared about her art and not her looks. And that's your in, dude. I'm telling you, that's your in. Like, just keep riding that wave.
That's what I'm doing. I still am always, and she actually does have a couple songs that I do like. Let me point out, I do like a couple of her songs, but no, if the YouTube channel ever pops off, I'm shooting a shot for sure with her. Like, I am shooting a shot with her. Yeah, that is the goal. I would like to get a girl on with the stickers over their tits. I just have to find. There's a small chance that the Mexican chick from LA that I was just texting, if she gets drunk, I could probably get her on stream wearing like a bra at the most.
Was that the one you were texting earlier?
Yeah, the one that I just texted a little bit ago.
Yeah, you should call her.
She'd be the one that I could pull off the most with as of right now, and she's got
Jim's
big
got
tits.
an idea.
Jim, does your idea have anything to do with rape?
Inspire us.
Swassi stickers over the tits. That would be genius. It would have to be a white girl, though. That'd be the problem. It would have to be a white girl. We would need to get like a hot Russian blonde chick. Oh, by the way, did you see that stuff about Putin's daughter?
No. Is she hot?
That's something I meant to pull up. Fuck yeah, she is, dude. Let me find it. Dude, Putin's daughter has been found living a secret life in Paris. She's a fucking DJ.
Oh, that's so hot.
And she's hot as shit.
Fuck.
She's a hot Russian blonde chick, bro. It's fucking Putin's daughter, dude. I would shit in her mouth.
I'd put it in her and leave it in.
I would literally squat over her fucking mouth and just shit until she told me to stop.
Oh my god, that's her?
Yeah. Someone says Putin as a father-in-law doesn't even seem that bad. No, not at all.
Okay, the picture on the left is great. The picture on the right, she kind of looks like him. Like, I can see it a little bit.
Well, I would shit in Putin's mouth if it meant to get to his daughter. No, the darker the funny would be. I know it'd be funnier if she was darker, but I'm talking for my own tastes. That's my own thing. If I'm gonna have a chick, with a Swassi sticker over her tits, it's got to be a white chick. Imagine some black chick with Swassi stickers over her tits. That would be kind of funny. Russians don't have souls. Maybe that's why they're so hot, because Russian blonde chicks are hot. Why do you think 007 was all about fucking hot Russian blonde chicks?
Dude, I like the love of my life is a Ukrainian chick from like 3 years ago that I did. And yeah, they are extremely family oriented. Like, they do not give a fuck about you unless you integrate into their family.
Dude, I'd get into any of these chicks' families. They were atheists for centuries, which is why they have no souls. That makes sense. I could see Russians being the most atheist of all the world. But hey, at least they're not sacrificing babies to the god of the sun.
Well, no, unless they're not clout demons, you know.
And at least they're just not retarded. Like, they seem like Russians seem like they're not, they're certainly not as retarded as Americans.
No. That's like the equivalent of like a hot Mexican girl who's like super Catholic.
Yeah, what's up with the Mexicans and Catholicism?
Dude, I don't know, but the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight was like fucking guys who go through these phases of self reckoning and self like realization in their mid 20s and early 30s. Jesus Christ, can we talk about this?
I was gonna say totally forgot about that. Fuck, save it for next week. Are you down?
I'm down.
I know we're doing Sydney Sweeney next week, but we can maybe start with that and then main event Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, no, I'm super down. You just gotta get those fucking pictures uploaded.
I'll get them saved. I'm gonna call it here in a minute.
All right.
Surprised Ukraine hasn't tried to kidnap her. I know I would. Oh yeah, I would kidnap Putin's daughter, dude. Could you imagine Putin sending the KGB after you?
Where would you be at that point? Like
where would I hide out?
Yeah.
Dirty white boy's house.
There you go.
I would just show up at his door with a Russian chick. Once again, you are a retard. The Spaniards came over and showed them Catholicism. You know anything about world history? Yeah, Jim, if I obviously was going to sit here and like be serious, what did I even say? I think I just said, what's up with Mexicans and their Catholicism? I think I was just doing a bad 90s stand-up comedian, like airplane food. What's the deal with that?
Jim, why are you so fucking defensive of Spaniards? That's what I want to know.
I just want to know why Jim cares so much about all these other races.
You're really fucking being a traitor right now.
Yeah, Jim, I have a certain amount of gigabytes of storage in my brain for history, and I prefer to spend it on the white folks.
Yeah, Jim, I've got a certain memory of like storage space for your comments, and like this goes against everything you know.
No, yeah. Yeah, obviously Catholicism came from fucking Spain. Yeah, I think I literally was just making a bad joke. Like, what's up with Mexicans and being Catholics? I think it's like the same thing as like, what's up with black people and being Catholics?
But keep talking your shit, Jim.
Actually, that I've never looked into. I know that's like a popular thing. Black people like to say white people forced Christianity on our slave ancestors. Is that the case?
What was your fucking religion, black people?
That's kind of what I always think. Like, what were you guys into before Christianity then?
Your own people sold you out to us.
You got real serious when you said that too. You're like, what the fuck was your religion, black people? Because, yeah, you hear that a lot. Black people will say, oh, Christianity was forced on our slave ancestors by the white man, but they'll never tell you what they were before.
What the fuck is Kwanzaa?
Papa Jim is here to enslave you and rape you. Dude, Jim, you're really not all that oppressed in the Kick chat, to be honest. The Kick chat is pretty lenient with you. They didn't have one. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, like, they just had no religion. So I don't think white people forced Christianity onto them. Is more so they kind of passed it onto them. They are Muslims because they were slave to Arabs.
Just thousands of years of black people not knowing what happens when they die is hilarious.
Thousands of years of them, like, they've never made up their own religion. Like, doesn't every race make up their own religion at some point?
If you got the IQ to do it.
I knew about Kwanzaa. I knew that Kwanzaa was made up, like, when we were in kindergarten.
It sounds Jewish. It was probably made up by Jews.
It does sound like a Jewish word, honestly. Was it made up by... Hold on. Who invented Kwanzaa? Dr. Maulana Karenga, an American activist, author, and professor of Africana Studies, invented Kwanzaa in 1966. And they act like that shit's been around since the dawn of mankind.
That's fucking Mormonism.
Yeah. No, it's why they say we was kings of every civilization and religion. It was been like 30
Your
years
king
ago.
sold you to us.
Yeah, if you ask them about Kwanzaa, they would make it sound like it came. I mean, they literally make it sound like it came before Christmas. Like it's the original African Christmas. Yeah, he invented it in 1966.
Dude, right after the civil rights movement? Oh, how coincidental.
It was created in the aftermath of the Watts riots. Karenga designed the 7-day Pan-African holiday to honor African heritage, culture, and community, centering it on 7 principles known as Guzo Saba.
Also not an African word.
Well, you know the whole story about like the African names and stuff.
They added extra syllable to every name.
Well, like I read that the reason we have like black chicks named like Shaniqua and LaFonda and Sharquisha,
Yeah.
is because after like during the civil rights hype, black people were all like, we're really proud of our African heritage, so we want to name our children African names. But they were also uneducated, that they didn't actually know African names, so they just started making up words like Sharkeisha. Like, yeah, that is actually what happened. They just started making up.
adding syllable to white words. Fucking
They just started
watermelon.
making up.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
they started making up words. It's honestly that story is actually kind of sad. They were like so uneducated that they didn't know their own history, so they started making up words that they thought sounded African. So that's
Yeah,
where
but
you
guys
get.
definitely fucking invented electricity. Like
That's where you get Shaniqua and Sharkeisha, because they just were like, it sounds African, so let's go with it. But they didn't fucking know, because they were never.
That's fucking great.
As a kid, I thought Kwanzaa was old. Yeah, I even went to like a Christian school, and I don't think we ever taught about Kwanzaa at the Christian school, but just whenever I remember being a kid and thinking Kwanzaa was like,
Gee, I wonder why.
yeah, but I remember being a kid thinking that Kwanzaa was like, that was like the original African Christmas. Like that must have been
Dude,
before
I had no
Christmas.
idea it started in fucking 1966. That's fucking wild.
White people don't season their names. Kivante. Yeah, Kivante. Darkwavies. Jesus Christ, Jim. Yeah, Jim. Oh, Kick doesn't censor that. That's actually pretty crazy.
White power. Yeah, that is funny.
Oh wait, yeah, dude. It deleted his comment.
Not before we saw it.
Well, so what happens is when on Kick, it'll show me that it's deleted, but on Restream, it'll still show me Santa Claus comes to your cookies. I also got a notification that Clavicular just went live. We should just stream snipe Clavicular. Chud the Builder is also live. Oh, he's like eating steak awkwardly close to a camera. I don't like that at all. That's not the best stuff. Clavicular is in a room full of dudes with girls dancing in the background, so that's it. That's a normal day. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
All right, for sure.
Deletes my messages so the others in chat can't see what I say. Yeah, people that are on Kick wouldn't be able to see what you were saying. But yeah, no, we've been here for a while. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna go out and smoke some cigarettes. Monday or Tuesday, Protomax pretty much just texts me on Monday morning and lets me know. Can I get a white power before you get off? Actually, yeah, I can do I can do you one even better, actually. Hold on, actually. And I can't yell it because I'm in the fucking house, but I want to look up really quick before you go now. Now I'm curious to see if I can find this. I might have to make this sound bite. Nope, of course it's not when I look up white power. You see if I look up Phil Anselmo.
White power.
God damn it, seriously? Okay, Jim, I'm gonna have to make a sound bite of Phil Anselmo from Pantera yelling white power. Because it's not something that's already been made, but I can make it myself, like I said. Make a stand. join the clan. White power.
You mean the Cool Kids Club?
Jim, we're never gonna get any new subscribers. I'm never gonna be able to take off because you're in chat. Actually, I could get YouTube people as long as I just have to completely ignore your comments over on the Kick side of things. That's how it's gonna have to go.
What a shame when that has to happen.
Phil Anselmo. All right, here we go. Here, Jim, I got you. I'll even turn it down a little bit so it doesn't blow out anyone's eardrums. People will comment on that and be like, they'll do like mishearings, like white flowers or
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. I mean, no, I'm not kidding. Yeah, people comment. They'll be like, "Oh, white flowers," or just other things that could have been funny that he could have said, but he obviously said white power. Yeah, Pantera. Everyone likes to say they didn't mean it and they were always joking, but I don't know. Phil did
There's
say
a
that a
reason
lot.
Cowboys from Hell is like the song of the KKK.
Phil, there have been multiple occasions of Phil yelling about white power. I mean, the Confederate flag and Dime's guitar. The evidence is there. I would say the
He meant it.
evidence. But Pantera is still one of the greatest. I mean, obviously, they're one of the greatest bands of all time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nothing they could do would bother me. There's also a video of Dimebag saying the N-word. I might have to send that to Jim actually in the Discord because I think he's probably left by now.
I was already a fan. You don't need to sell me on it.
Yeah, I've seen a video of Dimebag. Yeah, he's talking about I won't sign this, and he sent it to a fan. He's like, I won't sign. He's like, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to the Discord. We're gonna get off here. I'll send it there. All right. Yeah, fucking A. We'll be back on next week on Monday or Tuesday. Next week on Friday. We should be doing Sydney Sweeney. We'll start off with a little bit of talk, and then we'll get to the Sydney Sweeney ranking.
Let's fucking get it, dude. I hope that's ready.
All right. I'll try to make. I swear to God, I'll try to save these pictures. All right. I'm gonna hit the outro.
Salute.
And we're all here today to groove and have a beautiful time together, and that it's only the beginning.
Sometimes I think I'm drunk and then I realize I am drunk. Sometimes I think I'm drunk and then I realize